In right now on Glory 93.9 FM.
Hi, I'm Benita Washington, and you're listening to Pastor Denzel on Glory 93.9.
This is Nigel Lewis, and you're listening to Glory 93.9 FM. Don't touch the dial. The music is hot. Hey, Nigel. Yo, second time. Yes. Let's do it. Listen, I said the axe is laid at the root of the tree that's not bearing fruit. So what we are going to do? All right then. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing fruit, yes, we are going to chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing no fruit, then you know we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing fruit, yes, we are going to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it up. Turn on the saw, make you know we have to chop it down. I know we have the large and fruit. I know banana, orange, breadfruit. Tangerine, just up in the coconut fruit. I try to walk like this, like grapefruit. Tree big and tall, and it's full of green leaf. But not bearing fruit for the youth, them to teach. Nice and shady, it's a provide for sleep. But the people, I'm hungry, I want food to eat. From your little teeny weeny and a grow. And when you water, you look out the door. Well, not even blossom in our show. But this is a massacre, I don't want you to know you. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing fruit, yes, we have to chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing no fruit, then you know we have to chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing fruit, yes, we have to chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up. Turn on the saw, then you know we have to chop it up. The fruit of the spirit, you must know what they are. It's not something you buy, like candy bar in a plastic bag. To put in your car, to make orange and tangerine start fall. The fruit of the spirit must ripe ready for pick. Means like that, you have to kill them with it. When I fling big spoon and I fling long stick. The fruits where you have made them know it exist. Well, if nobody now pay a tree any mind, well, at least they all leave them I see all the time. If you wish to be standing next to this time, you better start being too lime. My ass work. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing fruit, yes, we have to chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing no fruit, then you know we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing fruit, yes, we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it up. Turn on the saw, make you know we have to chop it down. The fruit must have the right ingredient. The recipe of Christ must be evident. Be wise, there is no replacement. Must have the right look. Taste and say if it no look like love. Giant, make sure you throw that in the rubbish heap. If it no kind and gentle, good and faithful. Handle with care, in other words, be careful. If it not go be around, so give it no injury. Get out of here. To be your response for self-control. It's not in the heart. You must bear fruit, that's the only goal. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing fruit.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? So glad to have you listening to Glory 93.9, the freshest wave of glory to hit the world. Those of you listening by way of Facebook, welcome. Those listening on our FM band, those on TuneIn Radio, those who are on YouTube, those who listen to this podcast down the road. However you're tuned into us, man, so glad to have you listening to Barbershop Talk. We're so glad to be back with you for another edition of this show. What time is it? It is a minute after 6 o'clock. Seems as though we locking in this. Whoa, that wasn't cool. Whoa. All right. You stopped the music or the music just stopped? Oh, I guess you stopped reading line with that little blink just now. So I like, hold on now. I would start praying in tongues now. You know, time to go. Let's go. And I can see you start floating. If some of y'all ain't floating, I be a gentleman anyway. I got if we start floating, I ain't no walking float. I ain't ready to float, boy, because I ain't getting left out here. Anyway, we had a little power dip just now. You can need this, or you good? Excellent. So anyway, so glad to have you tuning in with us, Glory 93.9 Barbershop Talk. We are back in the building. Prior to now, last week we had an amazing show. The show was on the road, Barbershop on the road, and all kind of ideas and come and get people, all people juices flowing now. I got all kind of concepts now because that show was so amazing. Burroughs, I know it's the anniversary. Did you catch a little bit before or after? A little bit. You did catch a little bit?
Before.
You catch a little bit before?
Yeah,
okay.
Before.
I had even today in the gym, brother saw me in the gym. We usually just share pleasantries, and he was saying about that show. He wanted to come. He actually wanted to come and be there. Because he felt the energy inside the room. He wanted to come there, and he didn't make it there. A lot of brothers and I had a lot of females tuned in, and they were glad to hear the honest perspective that came from the brethren on last week, Wednesday. And there have been some concept. Where Peter? Anywhere from Peter?
No, right.
Oh, Lord, the queen, the queen got Peter. Yeah, so we're gonna see how that can work. Carlo actually he finally said that he's willing to go with me in the hood. No, that's what you said. That's what you said. I heard you very clearly. You said, listen, after hearing this tonight, you know what I think? I need to go. Who that is?
That's the gas.
Guess you got to turn your volume down. All right. Guess you this your world. Why this your world? This is what you do.
That's why I turned it down, bro.
It should have been down before you go online.
My apologies.
Guess this you done messed up twice now for the night. I do this. I give you one more mess up. One more. And this one deep over. Yeah. So anyway, Carlo did a magnanimous job. I don't know how to do the round of applause. We get a round of applause vibe, yeah. I don't know how to do. I followed up last time. It's one of these things, yeah. Huh?
I ain't go live.
There you go. Thanks, Tito. Thanks, Tito.
Carlo was his best self.
Yeah, no, and you said that from the night. You said, boy, Carlo. I think Carlo. I wouldn't say he impressed me. I don't want to say he impressed me because I knew his ability. But the way he rock and roll with the senior man, the junior man, the way he was handling things.
That's what I was impressed about.
Yeah.
He's able to conversate with the big boys and not fall up. Not to saying that he can't have that kind of conversation, but I thought he's gonna fall up. You know, he's get scared. I know you said nobody's scared. Like, boy, oh God,
I have one critique, one negative aspect to him, his presentation, and it was a negative. After Pastor Mario gave that powerful close, and he came back after Pastor Mario, he said, you know, where do you go into your water and hold? I say,
yeah.
I
forget about that.
I was like, hold on, we didn't turn the corner now. The corner didn't turn. Pastor Mario turned that corner so sharp, and he did a smooth. It was a really powerful close Mario gave, and Carlos' close was powerful. He was talking about the need for partnership and relationship and checking on your brethren. I was like, this dude say, where do you get your water and hole? I said, bro, I was like, bro, we don't do that here.
We don't do what? We in the barbershop. Uncle Ben keeps saying we in the barbershop. We keep it real talk.
Yeah, but we don't. We get close by sending them to the water hole. Because that brothers that believe to go to the water hole. Take it out.
I think they know the water hole.
You said they didn't know water hole. You be surprised know what they know.
They may go to the beach.
Okay. You stayed.
Go to the South Beach pool.
Charlie, you in denial.
South Beach pool.
That, notwithstanding all of that, Carlo did a magnanimous job and represented the barbershop community very, very well. So, magnanimous means
because one of them words you put in the group, I go Google that. That means being honest and truthful. I say, well, that's what that means.
Absolutely.
Because I didn't know what that means.
Good.
I think that should be enough, though.
You know what the Dallas Cowboys means, right?
Yeah, don't worry about that. We 7-3 with your Dolphins.
Anyway, listen. Those of you that are tuned in, whoa. All right, those of you that tune in, please do me a favor and share the stream. Those of you that are in on Facebook, share it for me. Those of you who are listening by way of
no, I should. Oh, I am from him.
Those of you that are listening by way of radio, just let somebody know that we are on the air.
Peter must sleep. Tito, go to the best friend, man. See if he answers you. No, not on speaker, not on speaker. Not on speaker.
Yeah, don't do that.
Put it there, yeah.
He's second now. He's best friend no more. He going to wood country. He's second.
But you can't call him. Anyway, he put a boy on spot. Anyway, share the video, everybody. Those who are online, see some people online. Hey, Jody, if you're online, please text me. Let me know you're online. Those who listen by way of Facebook, let me know that you are here. Of course, those of you who are this is your first time listening to the show. This is what happens in the barbershop, and we don't try to fix this. This is what it is. What it is. So that's what this show is. This show is very candid, very raw. And we have a guest today, and some of you wonder why we welcome our guest here, because that's what we do. We welcome when we're ready.
Gas. He just coming in the barbershop for the first time.
Yeah, that's really true.
You ever been to the barbershop before?
I never been to the barbershop physically, but it'd be online in the barbershop. You know what I mean? It's the digital cut now.
He can't even call you one us.
It's the digital world now. You know, but I hear now. See, oh, yeah, give me out.
You know when you're doing.
Oh no! Don't get too comfortable now, DJ. You can be comfortable today. But you just hold on. You can't say getting you can't pull up here every Wednesday this time and think you can still on the show. No. You do that Tuesday. You do that Monday. No. We do it all due respect. You enjoy your time on the show today, and then you send your reservation if you want to come back again. Yeah, request.
I stick to my story. Give me a sign.
Come on, you gotta believe eventually tonight. You can stay the next week, guys. If you stay the next week, guys, you deserve to be on the show. You deserve to be on the show.
Except my water,
Go ahead,
yeah, this is me. Obviously, our guest, you know, he's trying to assimilate himself into the barbershop community, but you cannot assimilate yourself. You must be assimilated.
I believe
and
Denzel.
if you
Denzel
don't-
give nobody no housekeeping rules.
Huh?
He just let them come and do what they want.
Well, see, I introduced him yet. I don't know. I don't know how this
He
attitude
get
get on.
mic, he get speaker. He done say he come back when he ready.
We can deal with that. That's,
You think this one of your sons, eh?
you doing the workout part of it.
Yeah. You think this one of your sons, eh? 50%.
Well,
I know you gotta let him. You gotta cut him, chalk him up or something.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Put
You
the
gotta shape up
mustache.
the bed though.
What bad?
You see how clean that is?
Oh, he's going to Sean because when he Sean, I know he shape you up here in the back there.
And that's ball blade, bro. I ain't shape up. That's here. Go ahead.
The Sean, the shape that up, he's make them look fresh.
Yeah, no, he's get that.
Yeah, he hold on to our good friend one for about 6 years.
He let it go yet?
Yeah, he let it go.
All right.
He get
Anyway, let me introduce our guest. Yeah, on the show here with us, we have our friend and brother, and been working with us for a little while now. We go back a little while now, about 13, 14 years now. What's the last name? Sweden, eh?
Sweden, yeah.
Yeah, Emil Sweden, known better as DJ Rev, and he's been doing a whole lot of stuff. He was my Sunday evening refresher course during the pandemic. Had an amazing show online during the pandemic. I had to leave him around 8:30, quarter to 9, because then he's a shift on me. He used to be with me I used to be with him from like 7 to 8:30, and then he's still that hard quarter around 8:30. I say, all right, well,
and the minute you go to Bible study, you go to bed.
yeah. He left, and I have no problem with that. I have no problem, but I ain't like a couple of times, Carlo. I mean, the truth be the truth. I ain't like hang around a little while after.
You were the few pastors. You were the few pastors.
Yeah, one time I hang around, right? I see another rev. They say, "Boy, what you doing there?" It's couple of us talking, couple of us rev. I text him on the side. He say, "Hey, Bishop, you here too?" I say, "Yeah, but it's a little sweet." But glad to have you here, buddy. What's going on with you, man?
All is well, man. It's good to be here, man. My first time in the barbershop. I hope I can come back.
There you go.
Like I didn't get threatened. I hope I can come back.
There you go. That sounds better.
But it's good to be.
You sound a whole lot better.
man,
It's good to be
sound
here physically.
better.
My advice to you, like some preacher tell you, like the junior preacher who like going overtime. So when you see you do overtime, just keep on going, no stop, because this will be the last time for a long time. So you might as well.
back up there again.
So when Rev say you get 15 minutes and you didn't go on 19,
So
bro,
long,
just
so
do the whole hour.
So
keep going.
long.
Yeah, don't do- yeah.
You ain't never been a junior B say. You never been a junior box day.
You know what? You can
No,
keep
no,
you can
I-
keep on pushing me
no,
against this line.
I only ask him.
You keep on pushing me against
You
the
ever been a
wall.
junior boxer?
I
You didn't
can push.
answer that though.
You can push me against this wall.
Because I
And
try
I
to
can
figure out
put all these business.
what lesson he learned about wrapping up when they say wrap up.
See, I don't want to be petty, right?
But everything good, man.
I-
Everything good. Everything good.
There was no. He didn't do too much of that. He do it in front of my people last week, and he doing it again. Me and his
tell
brother,
me-
all I me and his brother in the conversation. We talk for 40 minutes, right? 40 minutes. We talking. I sharing. You know, we talking, exchanging. I say, anyway, gotta go. Where you going? I see. I thought I was preached too long.
But see, there was some
Where you? It's 40 minutes ago. 40 minutes. We
What's in
talking.
40 minutes?
Yeah, he said, where you going? I
Listen,
say,
man.
I thought I was preached too long.
Goff, you know what?
So
You know what?
then when I
Goff,
call him, then he catch feelings and all. He say, "Wait, why are you busy? I guess I don't go to your church. You wouldn't talk to me."
I'm not getting my. You right.
Garfield, but I tell Garfield, this is no secret. You think this is a secret? This is no secret. I said, Garfield, me and Pastor are sharing a moment, right? And this man hang up for me. And he never call you back.
I was preached too long.
You wasn't preaching.
I gave him 40
Me
minutes.
and you was having a moment.
You talk for about 90 seconds. I talk for about 39 minutes.
Let me tell you something. I can pull the record, right? That wasn't 40 minutes.
Hello. You ungrateful. Me and Pastor never talked.
Ain't nobody asked you what you and Pastor do, man. You just say 2 minutes ago you don't need no counseling. Yeah, you perfect. You don't need counseling. You perfect. You don't need counseling. You don't need nobody to talk to. I just need people to talk to. I can't talk to you. Yeah, don't worry, but I could get. But if that,
My boy get offended.
yeah,
and
because
then
he
when
tell
we
me
ready,
he's going back.
when we ready,
He never call you back.
No.
I preach too long.
Yeah.
I talk too long.
No.
All that
No.
talking we do. One time I get
Listen.
in front of the barbershop there by the top of the hill there. We talk and talk. Yeah, no problem. with
Right,
talking
we had
long.
Go home. Y'all so tight talking.
Outside talking and talking
when we
and
listen,
talking
see,
and
see
talking.
that's being very.
Hold on. Then hold on. Let me go. Then I gave him.
that he would though.
I told him because he keep on pushing me.
Yeah.
Then I brought him.
Jimmy.
I brought him in the same room right here. Before there was studios in my office. Sat him down in here.
And your
over
dog.
an hour, almost 2 hours.
He can stretch now. He's
Almost
stretching.
2 hours.
But I said, I don't care if we go
And-
out for 5 hours.
And he
Once
had
I get
no,
the help when it comes to lineage, I don't care.
he had no problem. But now I preach long.
No, I never said he's preached long enough. See, that's what he keep missing. When and where's Spout? Spout, please, man.
Sport online. Suppose they pull your file.
Spout, you know, I talking about praise and worship.
See, Sport there.
I talking about praise and worship. That's what I really talking about. I ain't talking about the preaching thing.
You did say that.
I've said them over and over. I can listen to them preach
All day.
day. The praise and worship thing.
You can't do.
That need to cut off for the second time so you can get to the main course.
Now hold on now. You can't.
In my
That boss
opinion,
lady thing.
well, I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
Our praise and worship, they understand for a nice little, you know. Oh, they do. Oh, jeez. Hour ain't a norm for them. They do many minutes.
How much?
Boss lady says.
when you and your amazing wife just enjoying one another company, what's the limit on that time?
You know, limit.
Exactly.
What praise and worship is?
Listen. See, y'all keep misconstruing.
What is praise?
What I saying?
and
I don't have a
worship?
problem with praise and worship. No, I get praise and worship. I prefer.
I
head
ask you
to
when
word.
is enough time for you and your wife to just share time together. Not doing nothing.
If I want
Doing
if
absolutely
I want to go to
nothing.
praise and worship service, when I get up in the morning, I can say I get in the praise and worship service. I'll praise and worship till all day if that's what I want to do. But if I go to church, they hear the word. Eventually, I want to hear the word. I don't want. If
You don't
church-
get the word
But
eventually.
eventually you get it.
Yeah, but church supposed to be.
Who determined that?
No, all right, you know what? They say church start at 10 o'clock. The church supposed to end at 2 o'clock.
Who
That's
said
why
who said
hypothetically,
that?
right?
No.
That's why
We
hypothetically.
never tell you that. So don't
We ain't
don't
talking about
say
your
whoever
church.
it is.
But I said hypothetically, I ain't talking about no church. That's generally speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But if we do praise and worship for 3 hours,
Uh-huh.
and then all the other formalities in church, you only get half an hour of the word.
No, not it.
But other stuff.
Like
I didn't say your church. I
like-
said generally speaking.
But she's saying what other formalities you mean? You mean like taking up the collection and doing all them other
Yeah.
stuff, boss lady?
Yeah.
You don't want to do no salad.
No.
You don't want to do no soup.
No.
Huh?
Cut all that.
Yeah, just go.
Bring
Well,
it
I guess how she mean by it.
Just feed
You know,
me.
because I mean, since he told me that, I mean, what I could tell him is that most people who get healed in our church get healed doing praise and worship. Most of the person who get demons cast out of them get demons cast out of them doing praise and
You
worship.
know what?
Most people who get in a position to receive the
Bahamas,
word. Hold on, let me finish. No, I let you talk.
Bahamas,
People who
I
get in.
ain't trying to offend nobody, you know. Everybody have their cup of tea. Everybody like the different topics on their pizza. I like to go to church to hear the word. That's fine. I'm not knocking.
And here's the thing.
And I'm
and here's the
knocking.
thing. Let me
I'm
say this.
knocking praise and worship.
One of the things about church is when you get to the place that certain people in this room have been, Carlo, then you realize, you know what? But let me get this whole thing. Because this whole package completes the picture. Because church ain't like KFC where I want spicy today. For your spiritual development, sometimes you better get all that you could get because you can need all you could get. You know? Because in that praise and worship, that's where you till the ground. You can't just plant a seed in hard ground. You till the ground, you prep that ground in praise
That's
and
what y'all
worship.
just do for you. All that jumping up and down and thing. And
Yeah.
beating on them jumpers.
One of these, hold on, let me say this. You know the beautiful thing is, he used to be you. Yeah.
And you was in ways to me.
Yeah, he was bad. He used to crack joke on me and Sean all the time. But y'all and this is what he said. He said, y'all be up there freaking yourself out. I say, wow. I said, come on. I mean, that's the best we could do with Tito.
Now he in the back there, don't jump in the air.
Now he there tears coming down the eye.
Actually, I don't be.
We gotta remind him that he's supposed to be beaten. He don't beat no more.
You just stand him there, just
He be up there crying, hands up in the air, worshiping.
take
No,
it
we
in.
can get you there. That's all right. Yeah.
I ain't knocking at you. See, y'all missing. Y'all taking it the wrong way. I just say
I ain't taking it no way. I look it out for you.
and I appreciate you looking out for me.
Yeah.
You call me back though. That's 40 minutes.
Moses- When I call you back singing.
Yeah,
I say, here I have to worship.
You can't get baby steak, you know. You can choke him.
Yeah.
I don't start something else.
You see Vera say, listen, Vera say, now Carla, you my boy, but I take umbrage to your personal opinion. Because Vera is the worship leader in our church, by the way.
Hey, Miss Wilson, how are you? It's always a pleasure to see your comments, madam. Pardon me, our friendship over because I prefer the word.
I tell you that.
Wow, what a time. To
tell you that.
reduce yes, to
Look, I'm going to get you, though.
Carla want a mini church. Wow.
Listen here, you vegan. What type of church do you go to? Do they do praise and worship in Japan? Do you understand what they singing when you go to church? Leave me alone, my boy.
Jody said, Carlo, come to life on Sunday, man. See, and that's part of this problem too. He don't be in the room. So he's one of them. You know, the Bible talk about when Jesus went off to the other side, that he was on the main ship and there were other little ships.
I was
He
your
wa-
favorite.
He
Was.
Listen, man, Miss Anna. Listen, Miss Anna.
Hold on, no, Miss Anna. Hold on.
Carlo, your pants dropping by the seconds.
Listen, man.
Well, you know, I would like to say, I would like all y'all to come over. I'm looking to pick up some new fans.
I thought I was admired for keeping
Carlo,
it
but
up,
he dropped
for
it off by the
keeping
second.
100,
Oh no!
for being real and
touch
transparent on the show.
Why do you step on some doors?
Listen, I never said that praise and worship is
Well,
wrong.
I think she's a.
Anyhow,
I think
I'm
she's
looking
a
to
live
pick up some
member
new
too.
fans. Carlo's out, and I'm in.
So yeah.
You know what? Listen,
Yeah.
you know, I guess you know.
Look at Bruce say, call me back. And know what kind of praise and worship?
Ah, Lord. You can bounce back next week. But
This
this week,
that's fine. That's fine. But that's at least I want to get me. I consistently true to myself.
I say
no, you're not.
the story. I tell you the story. There were some people who was on another little boat, and they never had the full experience of being on the main boat. So we probably need this thing to come. You know what? We need to charge you because you ain't come inside the doors yet.
I've been inside the doors.
You getting pastoral? No, you been with the team? Been you ever been? You
I
just
don't
been?
know. The church
Yeah, to us.
to life.
Yeah.
Man. Come
Just
here.
you?
Man,
Couple
When?
times. You mean the
When
new
the team.
You mean
No, I don't know when
been with
you
the
just
team.
you decided I come into life.
I think we've been once.
Never.
When
I think my family been once.
Never.
that was the christening, Carlo.
No. We've been. I think we've been once.
No,
No,
Carlo.
she listening. My wife listening. She can correct me if I'm wrong.
And you see she isn't done yet.
No, that's no.
And you got two phones.
I think you by yourself.
You been
I think you been to
christenings. You been to football teams.
I ain't never been to football team. Never been to football.
That means it's even less you been
Not
there.
even less is correct.
I've been by myself with my
No.
family,
No,
and I've
sir.
been
No.
for the christening. One Sunday we been. Little man was still young, and the girls went to Sunday school on the little cut.
That was the christening.
No, that wasn't the christening. You know what? I'm not arguing with you. I don't know it all. I tell you, I been to the church. Come back. Yeah, okay. I come back. What time should it start?
He want full counseling.
What
And
time?
he want 3 hour phone call.
What time? 8 a.m.
Yeah, that's
I come at 9 o'clock.
Good time.
Oh, some just that's popcorn. Oh, you are social distancing still?
You have to.
I know. I'm the government man. I do everything. I can watch it on TV again.
No, I'm promising you
But
8
that's
o'clock.
why you're gonna appreciate.
I see the thing of the
that
sun.
can help you appreciate the praise and worship when you come in the room.
So you all only have one mass or two mass?
Two.
They have two masses. 8 and 10.
8 and 11,
You and
15.
your moms.
8 and 11.
8 and 11, 15.
Wait, what?
Moms.
Yeah.
Moms.
8 and 11, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, man.
That's what I grew up on.
Joe Goldberg says, man, that praise and worship is be the best part of church. Now, Joe, I can say it's the best part of church, but I see your point.
Everyone got their own flavor.
I messing up. You know what? I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, but Carlo,
all y'all, me
I've
ask,
never
all
seen
y'all,
fans drop like that for
all
me.
y'all,
Your fans just leaving, but you
all
just do
y'all
that.
who beat me up, right?
You just
All y'all who beat me up. You all just go to
Life?
not life. You
Church?
all just go to the thing that he had this morning. Or the prayer. You always go to
Yeah.
prayer every morning. Every time we have morning, you just go to prayer. All y'all.
Careful.
Come on. I was asking. Like I was asking. Because I go to prayer sometimes too. Like I try to be involved because I don't like praise and worship. You can just beat me up for that. Because I want half an hour praise and worship and 2 hours of the word. Is that wrong?
Or you don't like praise and worship. You
No, I said-
don't like praise and
No,
worship.
I said no.
So
I
you don't
said-
like music then?
No, listen.
Okay.
If I
Keep talking.
prefer,
he likes all the flowers.
I ain't like
Keep talking.
We didn't say all the flowers.
If I ever hear music playing,
that's
and you out there dabbing
That's
it,
it,
and having a
that's
good time,
I know what we can do.
That's
Listen, Vera, next Sunday, whenever you see Carl walk inside, all the flowers.
y'all right
Start sculling it. Oh, okay.
Carlo,
there.
I sure I see you having a good time when music playing.
I never they don't like.
So how you get a problem with praise and worship?
But all right. This you missing the point. I don't have a problem if I Carlo
Yes, you do.
Kareem Ramsey.
You do.
Carlo, Kareem, Ramsey don't have a problem with praise and worship. I don't. I prefer a shorter version of praise and worship and a longer version of the word. That's all I said. That's all I say. I could go to church and I used to even sing when I go to funerals now. I never used to sing before. But what I'm saying,
the songs,
but what I'm saying to you is, I just prefer
No, you just sing
a
what you think
version of the word. What's wrong with that?
Vera, all the flowers Sunday. Whenever you see Carlo walk inside, all the flowers.
Dan said, stop that, man. Why would you even know I like that song?
Because you say it all the time.
Well, that rate gets scrape all the flowers, so you can't never mess with that.
Oh, I would joke.
Hey, that's my favorite.
That's a plug. That's a plug. I would joke.
It's great.
David say, when keeping it real goes wrong, Carlo.
Peter 2.0.
Say ain't enough of it.
David, that's a lovely family photo you got there, buddy.
Oh, and you'll be there this Sunday. We can see. We can see that works.
I know that.
Another fan. This is another fan. Carlo look like a concert man. You can tell us if you think we sound bad, you know. That's another one of my praise team members. They say, just say, if we sound bad, tell us.
Mr. Julian, listen. That's what I saying, man.
So what you saying?
I done said how much time I want me said.
We didn't understand. Bring it down, layman terms.
Layman terms?
Yeah, bring it down. Help me understand. I lost.
Thank you, Shandy.
Yeah, Shandy.
Thank you, Shandy. I just prefer the word.
You ever say, and when you come at night, and we will still be saying.
I lie. I didn't want to say that.
I know, but
I did not want to say that.
But see, at least I get half an hour rather than an hour and a half because I don't hear the word. So? Because church gotta finish like 10 o'clock.
Miss Roll, I sorry.
I can warn you.
I just used to that.
You fool around and come there.
Say we don't want Mars.
I sorry.
Our praise away
so petty.
I sorry.
You stop calling up my relation like that.
I sorry.
Julian.
You can fool around.
No, I say that. When I say that, that's what I say. I sorry.
Sometimes Pastor don't preach, you know. It's be heavy. What you gonna do?
I hope I don't mess. I hope I messed that Sunday. You don't.
Boy, I hope one time you get leg down with the heavy worship, boy.
Oh, we can record that, buddy.
Man, listen.
I can play it on the barbershop. I can play the whole day.
You think something let you down in the back there. You will never be the same again. I won't be the one to throw the sheet over you. I run for behind the gun, go get the cloth. Before they can throw the cloth.
Tito, that's plenty.
Before they can throw the cloth, I can throw the cloth. I can cover you.
Tito, I want you to know.
You petty, boy.
Carlo, just be careful your response, boy. I didn't see some brothers fall like logs, boy. I didn't see some brothers hit the ground like logs.
Preaching, they still scratch on the front of them.
They wouldn't.
I like, sometimes I used to be a little off. I'd be like, what is fella still out? You halfway through the message and they still scratch on the front of them.
On the floor.
I already drag you by your foot right now. You're distracting me. Laying down in front of them.
That's plenty. That's plenty. But I don't believe you all beating me up because I rather listen to the word. I don't understand.
That's fine.
Oh, I hear you, Joe Goldberg. Is that what you know? I know you're wrong, but this is hilarious.
Well, Betty, man.
One thing I know about you, boy. 1 week you good, 1 week you bad.
That's fine.
You had a good week last week, and now you going back down.
You're consistent. Right, I thought you'd have been.
I consistently myself.
Oh, the spirit will catch him in mid-worship slaying.
I mean, look at.
But they all over you today.
Shandy, thank you, darling. I appreciate you, yeah?
Yeah, Shandy got you.
Shandy, I appreciate you.
If I can like Shandy, that one was too easy for me. I just could get you and Carlo together, but I can leave that. I totally understand why you get it.
Who's one petty fool?
Stop for you for Shandy. Don't come after Tito, please. Just leave it alone. Don't get him.
Shandy Carlo.
Yeah, to them, Carlo. Yeah, to them, Carlo.
Tito is a petty human, man.
What Giselle Bailey say at this time, praise and worship just be so good. Sometimes you wish that could be the entire service, that presence, my Lord.
I mean, the whole of life coming for you.
Anybody who ain't set up in life?
Yeah, actually, I'm not. She's not a member of life. Yeah, she's not a member of life.
She's going to Living Waters. So Living Waters get that high spirited Congo beating praise and worship too.
Why you want to put Congo?
Oh yeah. Why you put it there? Why you put the Congo in there?
I trying to figure out if only life get Congo. I don't just get Congo. I've been to the next life before I do their praise and worship too. Their praise and worship just like yours.
Hey Ken, what's there, buddy?
Long. Hey Ken, buddy.
Let me say this too. Ken did a good job last week. Ken did a good job last week. Ken did good. Yeah, she goes to BEI. She said get it right. She don't mix me up.
Believers international. Where are they, Miss Bailey?
That's on Michael Road. On top of like split.
Oh, on top of like split. We're on there. All right.
Yeah, can't go beaten. Now
Now
you're
you
asking for it,
asking
Gallo. He opened the door again.
Listen.
Anyway, let me move
Miss
on.
Free, I know. I mean, I know Congo be nice asking if the other churches do that too. That's what I ask.
Because you put me in front.
Let me tell you
I ain't
something.
surprised the way she lead up.
So I figure one Sunday me and you would have gone, I ain't heard you. I can remember myself, I ain't heard you. They got plenty of things waiting on you.
That's fine. Holy Spirit made you. When they say
If
that,
the Holy Spirit.
When they say lick him, Holy Spirit. When they say that, lick him, Holy Spirit. Lick him.
You got another writer. You got another writer. Tamika Rose says she with you, Gallo.
I thank you, Miss Joel. I appreciate you, Miss Emron.
Now somebody leave you. Say, let's spread move, Gallo. Let's let her move. Don't fight it.
Ricardo Roberts, you need to stop. Okay, use my personal friend.
Oh, you know Ricardo Roberts?
You need.
Who is?
You need not condone these fellas and you're supposed to either you be on my side or you be silent. Use my friend.
You can't see good.
No.
Yeah.
Use my friend, Bucky. Don't do that to me. And the spirit has moved me to tell you, don't do that to me.
What is what? Just for the comment.
Oh, jeez. Now they getting low.
Who's this person?
This person got to know you. This person know you, buddy. Whoever this person is, they know you.
You don't even have his real face up. I don't have his face up.
That's the funny thing.
Now they getting low, Gallo.
Yeah, they get below the belt now.
I'll bet he do, but
Let's listen to the word and be out church before the Cowboys play.
Look at this one.
Signs of a heathen. Shameful.
I don't understand why you're making a show all about me today. You know, this is.
I mean, people comment and you are a proponent of getting the comments.
I think
you always say I get the comments. I just trying to get the comments. That's all I doing. That's all I doing.
It's good for our show, you know, because sometimes we don't read. We just
The
talk,
comments.
And he always complain about us. That's why you should love this one. I doing exactly what you want me to do, Carlo. I'm reading the
He just
comments.
don't like the fact that it's on him.
Boy, it's powerful.
I
boy.
doing exactly what you asked me
The
to
way
do.
you always do things is amazing, boy. But it is what it is, though. I mean, I'm running for my wife. I can't do now.
No, you can't. You're too far out there.
Yeah, this
You
is who I am.
can't do it. And
Yeah, she said Johnny said he made it years ago. That been my sentiments years ago.
That means long time you was wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't wrong.
You was wrong for a very long time.
I can't be wrong with a personal choice.
Yeah, that's the Bahamas.
You eat fish?
This the Bahamas.
You eat fish?
This the Bahamas.
Do you eat fish?
Don't tell you wrong.
Do you eat fish? Do you eat fish?
Depending on what kind of fish you're talking
No,
about.
you eat fish?
Yeah.
What kind of fish you eat?
From McDonald's. I eat plenty dinosaurs on the fish. I don't eat the other fish you're talking about, the fried fish, but I see fish.
You used to be one who eats snapper, who don't eat Cuba, who
No,
eat all
wait,
fish.
are you ain't sure that's fish you eating?
And you telling me.
No,
and
we
you
ain't
telling
sure
me
that.
I can't have my opinion.
But you still kind of fish I like. I
That
just
ain't
like you.
even real fish.
But that's my point.
So the word ain't real? Because that ain't the same
That's
thing.
my point.
No.
I like what I like.
No. You can't compare the two. You can't
You
compare the
can't
two.
compare me and Gallo.
No.
I'm on a different wavelength from Gallo.
You say you don't even eat fish at all. You only eat fake
See,
fish.
Gallo problem is he like to stand out. And I don't mind being wrong, but he like to be right.
No, I don't
He's
like to be.
sitting here
I
doing
don't
the right
like
time.
to be
You know what
right.
like right now? This whole thing about him, you know. You see him, he on blast. But he got pastor told him, don't do this.
I tell him to do it.
And he
I keep
continued
on- I
from
keep
last
on
week.
warning him. I
He
said,
told
"Boy."
he said, Carlo, behave yourself. From
And
last
he
week.
keep on
And he's
pushing
still
this.
picking and picking.
And I let
I
him get
didn't see
away.
it from last week, but he did tell you
But
today.
he just open up himself
Stop.
all the time for that.
But he did tell you
he's
this.
open up. He's open up
Yeah,
himself for that.
but he told you to stop
caution
today,
him,
and you didn't
I
listen.
caution him all the time.
You didn't listen.
But listen,
Use my personal friend. He
but-
did tell you to
but
stop
Burroughs,
today.
at the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
in nothing can get me to change my mind. If I go to church,
You still
I
ain't
go
on
to
here.
church.
You
For the
realize,
word,
but you
listen.
realize it's typical barbershop because for years you would
Yeah.
come in the barbershop and beat a man talk and we bruise you for 2 hours straight.
Yeah, you're
Your whole life from
You're
your shoe come. And
You're
guess what?
rude.
You learn to live with this. One time you used to talk, you put your clothes for about a whole year.
Yeah,
But you know what started happening? I started wearing tight pants too.
Yeah.
So that's why you get bailed out.
All of a
Because
sudden,
if I wasn't wearing tight pants, if you didn't wear, if I didn't start wearing tight pants, I still would have been beating you.
at
up.
least I wear a belt in my pants.
No, but I mean, you bringing him over. He ain't get to the belt yet.
Yeah,
I
I get
ain't get to the belt yet.
You
That
bring him
must be
over,
the first
but you
thing.
bring him over
No,
with tight pants. You didn't bring him
I
properly.
always wear a belt.
But
I
you
still
he
trying
didn't
to
see
wear
all that with
short
tight
sleeve
pants.
and short length. I ain't get that yet.
You
I gotta bring my belly down because if the shirt short, my belly can hang out to the bottom. So I working on that so I can start wearing a short shirt and short sleeve as well.
So you've had a very positive influence on Tito.
Tito, I don't understand. You said you just buy the shirt with your size.
No, you missing it.
I don't go in there and
See,
say
you
I want
understand what it's
a
to be a fat boy.
medium short.
If
I want a
I wear a
medium.
short shirt, My belly can hang out to the bottom, and I
Tito,
go to reach
what
for
I'm
something.
saying to you is
hang out.
just buy
So
your.
I can't wear shorts.
That's why I'm saying to you.
No.
Buy your
I want
size.
it look long. I want it look short like yours.
No, this
I
ain't.
want it sit above. I want it sit right on top of the belt. I don't want it hang long.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Barbershop
Tito,
Talk.
yeah, but listen, you must sit my bunch, you know.
What your point is?
Your shirt
I
can
try to dress like
never
you.
sit on top of your belt.
I can tell you my next problem is I really want to wear shoes with no socks. My foot so wide, and they ain't gonna look right with no socks.
I have on socks though.
Oh, you spend a footy? You got
Yeah.
So what you do is fold it underneath like
No, I buy these.
If you
they
buy the
stockings, what they is?
They
no,
socks.
you can buy the
They
socks.
breathables.
No,
These set aren't no, not these set.
So how you get your socks not to show?
because you buy the
like
footies.
I ain't trying to help you stay out of this, but you look like you trying to slide right
I
now.
buy-
No, I ain't got on no footies. I got on
You
socks.
ever watch children getting beaten to going up? And you trying to slide over there and tell daddy stop until I start wailing you too. And then all your start getting beaten.
I buy it like this. I buy them like this.
Let me see your socks. Show the camera your socks.
No, I show the camera. I show you. They sell this.
What store you got to go in for them?
H&M, Old Navy,
That's my problem.
Express. Everybody
But
sells.
where you go sell them, do?
Target.
Uncle Wally sell them?
Uncle Wally don't sell them.
Uncle
Wally
Wally
sell
you sell
What
them?
department?
Yes, he
in
does.
the ladies section.
In the
No,
socks.
in the socks.
Target, Ross. All of them sell this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you go on H&M, they just
see me know,
Huh?
but they like round the top part of the foot.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
what
On
they
your
supposed
toe
to
and your ankle.
yeah.
They say your foot don't sweat. These for loafers.
And then you don't want them showing.
Oh, that's what happened. I need to get some loafers.
They for loafers.
Or you try to wear them with boots.
Yeah, I'm trying to-
No,
I'm trying to wear them to work.
No.
I'm trying to wear them to work at my eye.
For the love of
Well, that's the
God.
problem, mate.
For the love of God, in the
Why y'all
side.
gotta bring me up
They
the
for
game, man?
loafers,
I gotta
they
get
for
some
loafers.
No, you
I gotta
come in.
go.
You
But I
come in.
can't wear loafers. My foot too wide.
Yeah, man, you can wear loafers.
You can wear loafers.
5 foot wide doesn't get foot wide. You be all
I
right.
see one of my friends wear loafers. Because you know one of my friends, he foot size 10 now, please wear size 12 to wear the loafers. And I will go on my boy, because you know that's our good friend from the barbershop. Man, that look bad, man. I can't do that, man.
That's what he want to wear them. And he never have no lotion on his foot.
No.
Never.
No. Why everybody know who we
Listen to me.
This stuff.
You all petty, bro. You all so petty. Listen
Nah,
to
he
me.
don't believe in lotion now.
Listen.
He don't believe in
I
that lotion.
gotta stop.
He don't wear lotion. He don't wear lotion.
You all
He's a
petty,
weird-
bro.
He's a weird boy. He said he don't even wear undershirt. And he button his BB on.
And all he here poking out.
I didn't even change the show to hygiene. The male hygiene. But hey,
he gotta do something,
DJ
man.
Rev, welcome to Barbershop. That's all I can say. Welcome to Barbershop.
I'm a guess. I just, observe it.
Listen.
I ain't like views in you to understand. You'd be cracking right now because you don't
I
understand what
mean,
he's saying.
I have never, ever in my life. It's like he just walk inside from kicking in the dirt. Every time he have on loafers. It's for to be so white. And he mean he wear lotion.
No.
He might think the soap, soap, some soap, some
No,
moisturizer
you
in it.
can see, man. You dark, your leg white. They don't match.
Stop before you call the name. Stop it.
I ain't gonna call nobody.
You on the
names.
line.
Yeah, but I ain't
Yeah,
calling
you on the
nobody.
line,
name.
Yeah, you online. Let's stop. Let's change the topic because you are that could be a problem. If you call the name, it's a
No, I
problem.
ain't calling nobody name. I ain't gonna do that.
And then Tito might slip.
I
I don't trust two yours.
Nah, if Tito slip that on him.
You know about this money. I ain't gonna slip on
As Tito personal friend.
I ain't slipping.
Me and him just cordial. As Tito friend.
That's
You
just your
stop
friend.
that.
We cordial.
You need to stop that. Now you almost slip for two. You need to stop that.
We are cordial. I don't call him. He don't call me. We're not friends. We don't go out together. We don't go to church
I don't
together.
mean you don't go together.
But I just call you every so often. If even just,
Carlo, when the last time you called me?
even if it's just
As
to
I
ask
told
you
you
a
at the
question.
meeting, when you tell the people say you call a friend, check up on friends, I said, when you don't call me and check up on me.
I call you when you're
But
in
you
a
don't answer
situation,
your
but you don't
phone,
answer
don't
your
you? No
phone.
matter.
I send you a message.
Carlo, Barrow, stop that.
All right,
You
then.
don't
All
answer
right.
your phone.
We is friends because you just sent me a happy anniversary text and they made a God continue to bless my marriage. Did you not?
Yeah, but
So-
I ain't but in the group. I don't.
You sent it to me because I just
He's confirming you're all friends. That's the point
you said because you're a friend. He didn't send me
Yes.
no message.
Why you gotta let people know we're friends?
Yeah, you don't want nobody to know. That's what it is.
Yeah, he gets you good as that, Tito.
see,
Tito, he gets you good
shield.
as
I don't want people to
Yeah,
know.
he want everybody think we say fighting. You see? No, we ain't fighting, bro.
But he gets you on there.
You just don't
Tito,
got my
Tito,
ear.
you speak life over marriage and you call your friend. But
You
you're
message me.
a good friend.
I don't want people to know me.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
like. You know, you see
He
people in
just
public.
want- he
the
want
way they-
everybody think me and them still fighting.
When is the anniversary?
Monday
Go
was
on.
my anniversary.
Man, I didn't know that, man. Happy anniversary, my brother.
Thank you, buddy.
How much years it is?
13 short years.
Yeah, no. Well, I know we wasn't friends I thought we was friends when you got married, but I wasn't invited. So I will leave that alone. But I heard stories about it. I remember hearing that the brothers was crying and it was at Barnabas and
Listen, man,
all
we
the
was
stuff
talking
like
about
that.
something else, eh?
Yeah,
Oh my
but
God,
I can
that's
leave
a
it
crying
alone.
session.
Yeah. But I mean, I thought I was like, because at that point, me, him, and Robin had connected.
What
We had
happened- what
several
happened was-
restaurants. We was talking. We was friends. This and that.
What happened was you would have called me and we had a conversation. It's supposed to be 25. It's only 23 minutes, right? So my feelings. So I didn't invite you for that 2 minutes. That's why I didn't invite you.
I had a whole barbershop was there. I said, wow. I said, boy, everybody's there. Everybody's there from barbershop. I wasn't there.
I understand.
But anyway, because I would if I was there, I would remember your anniversary. But anyway, happy anniversary to Mrs. Ramsey. I wish you all the best, my dear.
All the coolest set of people in the world. But friends like y'all, I don't need enemies, I promise you. This one part of the barbershop, I ain't like.
Y'all leave Carlo, man. He getting railroaded. What is today's topic? Carlo.
Thanks.
I got something I need to share.
Let me say, Tito, you talking about tight pants. Don't forget about many color open toe slippers.
Right, yeah, but they these they flip flops. Flip flops.
They have better
Oh yeah, I
producer.
forget Carlo had a season of that. Them $5 slippers or the $5 below.
No.
Oh, what they is? What they
No,
Old Navy slippers.
Yeah, that's right. Old Navy.
Renee say, are we on commercial?
No.
No, man, this is so. See, you get a couple of fans coming back.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You get a couple of fans because you lost most of your fans today. Only I think Donnie missed the first part of the show.
No, she's
Donnie, if you got the first part of the show,
No,
you would not be
listen,
celebrating Carlo right now.
Take it easy. She ain't celebrating. She just say all these of y'all give it.
Yes, it is.
So this is real bad.
You don't get no better than this. Yeah, he did. He slide on this now.
Yeah. Well.
Absolutely, Tamika Roll. Absolutely, everything you need is at his barbershop. If you have a male in your life, a husband or whatever, just bring him around the barbershop.
So if you ever been in this barbershop, you will really know what to speak on.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I just missed the barbershop though.
Yeah. I do too. I ain't gonna lie.
I just missed the barbershop.
Listen, I needed this laugh. Now they round about calling each other. I round, but not being invited to Carlo wedding.
Tito, everybody know you don't answer your phone.
See that?
You
No,
don't
what
answer your phone.
Tito's do, even for me now, what Tito does, but no, I ain't gonna lie, he answers me now, but he never used to answer text. He usually respond to your text like late at night.
Mm-hmm.
And you will send a text like 3 paragraph, he give you like, okay.
I tell him long
bro,
time, right?
I send you 3 paragraph. Okay. I mean, you take all day. I set it from 11 o'clock in the afternoon. 11 o'clock in the morning. He responded around 11:30 at night, but okay. I said, bro,
Yeah, that's
come on, man. Come on, man. DJ Rev, I've just randomly shout out concert on the phone.
I would Delton.
Well, look,
Thank you, bro.
What is this?
Did I have a Rev, man?
They trying to get off you.
I appreciate
Carlo.
Oh, look at Christopher Roberts.
Yeah.
He used to be a guy in concert, Don Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Godson. He's a basketball coach.
Crystal.
Concert's a coach?
Crystal doing his stuff.
Yeah.
He's a coach.
Yeah.
He's a
I don't know
coach.
that.
You go to primary school?
Coach primary school.
Oh, I know. He's to be a vice. He's still a vice president.
Oh, I know.
I know. He's be a guy in counselor too.
I know he was at R&B last time.
Yeah, I'm being. I thought he's at the Catholic system.
I thought he's primary school
Oh,
though.
we don't. Christopher Roberts. We don't.
No, we don't. My godson.
Roberts used to be at Don Davis. He's at Don Bailey now.
Roberts is at R&B.
And then
Godson
Godson
is,
is at.
I think, since Cecilia's.
No, he ain't said.
No, he can't be since Cecilia's. Good thing him there.
Johnson sent Cecilia.
What's the one in he's a counselor. He's a guidance counselor.
Last time I see you was at
And
St.
in the Grove.
Francis.
In the Grove.
He ain't there no more.
What's the one name?
Can't be in.
Since Citizen.
In the Grove.
No, but he ain't there no more.
He ain't there no
I
more.
don't think
He
so.
can't be.
No,
Yeah, he can't be the St. Cecilia's Johnson there.
Well, he could be there as a guidance counselor.
He's
He
a
has seen the
counselor.
coach.
No, but he's a vice president. He's a vice president. I thought. Or
So
some
it might
city-
be. So it might be St. Cecilia's then.
Yeah, but he was a coach basketball too. You see.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he said he's coach basketball, but he's a
But he don't
counselor.
coach at St.
Just give me a second. I need to get coming in there. Yes, they were crying a lot. Apparently, Ricardo Roberts at Carlos' wedding. I heard it's a cry fest.
Oh, and wow, Carlo, that's what you doing? You tell him you was crying too because you stand in the wedding. Don't do that to me, no. Don't do that to me, man.
No, I hear everyone who started.
Ricardo stand in the wedding.
When I heard about this
They say
wedding,
Carlos started crying from the bathroom.
when I heard about this wedding, right? 'Cause these guys is kind of all them bunch of
I was
thugs,
so disappointed.
bunch
in
of
them.
thugs and bad boys. I hear these boys is boo-hooing
Hold
like
on,
a
don't
bunch.
do that.
so
Don't do that.
disappointed.
I hear they was
Ain't none of my
boo-hooing.
friends.
like
There's
a
no
bunch.
thugs and no bad boys.
No, they quick to fight though.
We could defend ourselves
Yo,
now.
I heard y'all are very violent. Y'all
We
were
ain't
very
violent.
That's
We
what I
were
heard.
never violent. We just defended
I
ourselves.
cry from the bathroom.
But-
Say Carlos started in the bathroom. The best man crying. They took us straight down the line.
I heard that they was just
How
crying.
done is it, you know?
I was like, what kind of nonsense this was? So it's crying.
They think Carlos almost on the floor.
Yeah, he was bad. That's what I heard.
So I see admission 20 with. Oh, I thought it'd say without.
Yeah,
I can go back to Carlo wedding, the segue. into what I wanted to talk about before we leave, so I can get him out of the way and call him without crying.
I got a fruit punch.
Yeah, free food punch. $20 with the free food.
All right, let's talk about this concert. This way Rev here, but Rev is a regular barbershop listener, so he ain't surprised, he ain't out of place. This way, he know what's going on. Talk to us about this event that's going on, Rev.
Well, on Friday the 26th, we have decided to do a gospel concert. I've been getting pretty trashed from certain people. One of the places inside this room saying, you were doing all these rake and scrape concerts and you want to do one gospel concert. So I've decided to do a gospel rake and scrape concert down at the farm on the 26th. The 26th is going to be gospel rake and scrape. We going down to the kill some roach, gospel style. We can rake and scrape. That's how we can do it down by the farm.
Killing God creatures?
No, we ain't killing God creatures.
That's the roach. My ass oxen. Go ahead, man.
I want roach fly in the house. I want roach fly in the house and see what you can do. Yeah, so we be down there making the scrape gospel style. Like the poster says, the second bishop he can be down there. He's excited. He can't wait. Every day he calling me. Reverend, you ready? We still on? Yeah, we still on. Christian Massive excited. Osleen excited. Christopher Roberts excited. DJ Gordon can be in LC excited too. So we can have a Holy Ghost rake and scrape time down at the farm. So it's outdoor.
How you gonna wait this now? Because Galton's DJ used to DJ. Y'all be getting head to head. Y'all doing the DJ off?
Well, no, we ain't doing no DJ off.
Why not, man? That'd be nice for gospel, man. That'd be nice for gospel. Not no competition.
Rake and scrape. We ain't got no DJ. Rake and scrape get sore.
You wanna know DJ Rev? DJ Rev bad at that.
I thought you was a All of Flowers fan, but you falling off, Carlos.
Yeah, man. No, man. DJ's worked that for rake and scrape.
I didn't even know Christian Master still singing. I feel like I 38. I almost 40. Christian Master been singing from my primary school.
Master said he about 9 songs last week.
So he got you about 60 though. What was Christian Master?
No, man. No.
Just about 60, but
I almost 40. Christian Master been singing from my in primary school. I've been
but he was in that.
And I've been on school 21 years.
I don't think massive no 25 now. Massive
25.
Massive on the next side of 50.
He got to be almost 60. He got to be almost 60.
But he's still singing and jumping up and down the stage. He's still jumping up high.
No, he's still got the energy now.
He's still got the energy. So this could be a live concert.
You don't answer my question the way I asked for this DJ off, man. Y'all in DJ off it?
No, we can wait till the friends come down there and we have a DJ off.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, you know when Denzel. Hold on, you know one thing. When Denzel and friends come, you know Carlo ain't coming.
But listen, mate, all the flowers be there too, so he coming.
I been to watch you perform an hour before. You need to stop that, you know.
You been to watch perform?
You gotta stop that, man.
When it was
on a Thursday Christian concert. You gotta stop that.
You there to watch us.
You been
to watch us.
You are a Christian. They're a Christian concert.
You been Awaki. Don't try that. You been to watch us.
I leaving, man. Y'all gotta stop.
You was out there enjoying yourself.
If I come out there,
dancing roll dance, and you walk.
That's not church. I didn't come out there for church. I came out there for a concert. So people going to sing and perform. That's what they come out there for. Y'all gotta stop that, man.
What was Farm Fest? What was?
That was one of them Christian concerts they had out on Awaki. I think PTC sponsored a couple years ago. I've been to see. Stop that, man.
All right.
You have to stop, you know.
Oh, Lord.
You know, it wasn't that for you because I never used to support them. You really gotta stop though. I don't appreciate this. Go ahead, Mr.
Go ahead, son. Go ahead, Ref.
Same thing. That's my brother. Same thing.
Yeah.
But we can have a good time down the back there. So when Denzel and friends come down to the farm, that's when we can have this DJ off. What you asking for, Denzel?
Now let me say this. We were supposed to be a part of this. Let me make sure that everybody knows this. Because why Denzel with a friend? And you say I'm Rev boy. No, we were supposed to be there. The only problem was we had a schedule conflict. That was the only problem. We were definitely going to be a part of this. Because Rev called me from Jump Street. He got me from Jump, and we wanted to be a part of it, but I have another booking that same night, and that's the only reason why we're not going to be there. But we're encouraging persons to go out and support this. Rev, honestly, those who know Rev know that Rev don't even need this flyer. Rev could do a 2-hour concert, him one on stage, and give you a full gospel reconciliation concert, just him one on there. This boy is one of the best in the business.
And don't let me play some Denzel and friends now. That's 4 hours.
Yeah. You ever even actually, well, you say he did your wedding, Carlo?
No.
Or he didn't do your wedding?
No.
I didn't say he did your wedding.
No, I thought it was him who drive me, but then he says somebody who look like him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Carlos, you're so aggressive, man. What happened to you? You okay?
Yeah, you let now.
Okay,
yeah, Mashup.
Yeah, let's leave him. Let's leave him.
Come
to the concert Friday. That's a free food punch.
This one of the premier. Definitely, I think Rick and Scrape. I think he is the man going to gospel Rick and Scrape and Rick and Scrape on the whole. He's the guru of Rick and Scrape. We just call it on the wheels. That's what you call it.
On the ones and twos now.
It's ones and twos now.
Yeah,
Ain't wheels no more.
No, ain't wheels. The ones and twos controllers now. Things changed now.
Ain't no more wheel. But I used to have a wheel in front of you though.
Yeah, it's have a little wheel, but they don't be spinning.
It's just there for fun.
It's just there for you though. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, whatever they want to do with it.
All right,
yeah,
listen. So go ahead and support. Talk about the farm though, because you're part of this whole farm. Because you say the farm, like everybody know what the farm is. Talk about the farm.
The farm is a grown folks hangout. First of all, ain't no children hangout. It's a mature environment.
All right,
we have animals.
Explain that when you say it ain't for children, because that have several connotations. So make sure, because people here think for children that means the environment ain't healthy for children. But I don't think that's what you mean. So
no,
explain that.
What I'm saying is it is a mature environment. You have to have a mature mindset, meaning that any form of entertainment that's in the back there is not really for a young crowd, the young minded crowd who want that dance all and the rap and that this and that.
That's all right. So in a wild crowd.
No, in a wild crowd. Now we have animals down there. We have livestock.
Hold on, you have animals for real?
Yeah, animals.
So it's a real farm.
Yeah, it's a real farm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this farm
It's
is
a place where they cook food as well.
yeah.
I keep hearing about this farm.
The farm is in Marshall Road. It's in the back of Anatole Road. If you know where Anatole Road is on Fayette Avenue, you come straight down the end of Fayette Avenue. You take Marshall Road to the right, and then you go the first right again, and the farm is on the right hand side.
But I was dead off. But I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I was off.
Yeah. Bunch of coconut trees.
So when you go past Bishop Williams Faith,
Williams
go around the corner.
Wait on the right hand side, right after Williams.
So make the left.
Hold on, no. See, Williams Church is on the left hand side after you make the right.
Yeah.
There's Williams and there's Church of God of Prophecy.
Right.
So basically, right in the back of Church of God of Prophecy, there's the farm that starts from right there. It's a big acre.
I so lost. I
it's
lost.
acres and acres of
So
land.
you're behind prophecy.
Yeah.
Boy, I glad you come on the show, because if I was coming there Friday, I'd been lost. I thought you was somewhere else.
Just call me.
No, you wouldn't answer. You wouldn't have no music. Y'all
I'll answer you. You answer. I answer you.
So it's in the cut there behind where Pastor Scott is.
Yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah.
In the back there.
Yeah.
Boy, I was lost.
You can see a bunch of coconut trees, a bunch of property. It's really a huge area. It's outdoor. It's spacious, and you have that down home environment. You have that island flavor.
What kind of animals you have?
We have crabs there. We have tilapia fish only for viewing purposes, not to eat, not to catch. We have goats. We have chickens.
So mean y'all harvesting crabs?
We harvesting crabs.
Really?
Yeah.
So crabs there year round?
We have what you call a crab symposium. That's what the old man has called it.
Stop talking nonsense.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, man, we ain't know that. I didn't know that.
I know.
I had some food from there before.
Come there for breakfast on a Saturday. Bring the kids, and I'll take the kids on the tour. Take you on the tour too, and you'll see.
I cracked dinner from there before. The one lady from Abaco, a bright lady from Abaco.
It's a real farm,
bro. So y'all love.
So y'all love on. You say Saturday morning.
Saturday morning they do stew fish, stew cow, boiled fish, Johnny cake, shrimp and grits, pure coconut water. Yeah, that's native on Saturday, all day Saturday.
Y'all ain't pulling on them crab and do some crab soup? Them crab right there. Them crab ain't eat it.
They ain't ready yet.
Okay.
They ain't ready yet.
All right.
But that's on Saturday. So you bring the whole family on Saturday, and you go on a little tour after you.
So you have tilapia, you have crab. What else you have? What else you have?
Chicken, layers. We have fresh eggs. You get fresh eggs every day.
I scared to buy local eggs. I have stories. I don't think I'm scared. I want to buy local eggs, but I have a friend, one of my members, they have a farm too, and she's telling me horror stories with how they crack them, and then sometimes be chicken inside.
Sometimes.
I can't.
If you take too long,
no, but I can't
get them. But if you get them fresh every morning, you don't have the problem.
No, but see, I ain't harvesting them. Y'all harvesting them. So if I crack the thing open and I see them fella come out of them, man,
it's only chicken. It's still chicken.
No.
You gotta do chicken soup.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, so
and it can be soft. You don't gotta worry about no hard bone.
Yeah, so that's what we do in the back there, and then we have form of entertainment in the back there.
So for breakfast, what happened? You have live show? Any music on Saturday?
No, just light music because you bring your family out. You just sit down and talk and you eat. You can bring your grandma, you can bring your uncle. You know what I mean? You bring your little children. They can ride their bike around. Yeah, churches come out.
No, but I did not know. I did not know this kind of operation. I was totally in the wrong direction.
Honestly, I invited my sister out there who's married to Kelton Miller. And they came out there. The next week, they brought the whole church back.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Which farm this is? It's two farms. Which one is it?
Marshall Road. This is in the back. I told you about this.
Not the one you think.
Hold on, calm down. Take it easy.
Not Carpenter Road. This is Marshall Road. This is in the back. In the back. Anatole. This the old car dump. You would be know that that's the old car dump where you used to get the old car parts from back in the day.
Burrows gave you not. We ain't gave you. That's Burrows. I just said that Burrows get you, and that's your personal friend.
Yeah.
He brings the workshop.
Yeah. So what has been happening is the environment is created for entertainment. I deal with the entertainment part of it.
Sorry.
And so we have a mature environment for entertainment. So on a Friday we do like karaoke.
The boy I played there before.
Who's
What's
that?
his name?
Who's that?
Who live up the road from you? Who play in the barbershop on Christmas party? What his name?
Levon.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
played
Bloody.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was getting to that. And then on Sundays we do like a grown folks environment. That's what I used to do for the live show. There was a grown folks Sundays that I started on Facebook. And then because God has been so good and so faithful, we brought the gospel part of it in. And then the Christians try to take over the whole show. It's supposed to be an hour, then they try to take over 2 hours. So I said, okay, let me get 2 hours. So Delta was getting 2 hours to make free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then when I try to switch over to my grown folks, they be like, what you doing? I was like, this is a grown folks show. So on a Sunday, that's what we do, the grown folks environment, golden oldies, slow, old school reggae, old school, calypso and stuff like that and everything. And boom. That's how it is.
Let me see what I know this mean. What does mean? I can't say as long as you all don't do the last Friday in the month.
Can't tell me what's going on the last Friday in the month.
Like life you never done the last Friday, no?
No, I want to know.
I don't know what it mean do.
Ken, what it is? What's happening the last Friday of the month?
I sure has something to do with John.
No, man. Yeah, that's bad.
Check
Um,
y'all, Mr. Wong. You can see Mr. Wong.
What is the issue, Bishop? Eggs and chickens are the same. Crack the egg and fry the young chicken. Meat is meat. And you see one who's he's vegan?
Yeah, he's a vegan. He ain't even no vegetarian.
Everybody tell me say popcorn and eating corn and same day.
Him is a vegan.
Hey, what's happening, Kino? When I just see Kino, man.
I see Kino yesterday on the road.
When I see Kino, I didn't recognize him, man. My boy suit right down, tie up. I said, boy, Kino, this is definitely a new day.
But what a time.
I see Kino's being waking. He dressed to wake. No, my boy sharp, man.
That's how you.
He still dressed to work.
That's how you smooth that like that.
No, he's still moving that, but he moving different type of thing. He large in his thing.
He moving dead and shaking that.
No, boy, cleans the whistle now, boy. I tell you, I see you, boy, Kino.
Sure.
He's been in shorts. He's been in shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah. But we back on plenty couple events, me and Kilo.
Yeah. No, kid. I want to throw it out there, So all right. So the farm is every day.
The farm, no, it's more on the weekend. When you try to do it every day, people say, "Oh, that's too far to drive this." But on the weekend, they come look at what you all having today. Let's have
All right. So Saturday morning.
Saturday is breakfast. You can get breakfast all day. If
All
you give them 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you get breakfast.
Okay.
And that's what you want.
In
In
the
the evening,
evening?
yeah, all day.
What time you close?
We like Wendy's. We close on 9, 11 sometimes. It depends
That's
on
a
the
big
crowd.
spread, 9 or 11.
Because it depends on the crowd. You're gonna be in the back and sit down if you only you in the back there.
Down the kitchen close.
The kitchen is closed like 9 o'clock.
Why, boss? Are you feeling something? Are you feeling something? I can throw it there.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Man, we need to move the barbershop show one of these evenings and go down there.
When you're ready.
I think about it. It sounds
When you're ready.
good. I
I actually do live shows from there now every Friday. Every Friday do a live show from
No,
there.
what we need to do is we need the farm to buy some ads on a regular because they getting this really Rev pushing this event for Friday night.
Friday, there you go.
But we get the farm start partnering with us and start putting some ads over here for the Saturday morning breakfast, whatever the case is. Then we could think of a partnership. We go down there and
Sit
we do a
down
show.
there on a Saturday and barbershop. Outdoors.
I ain't know, but it's Saturday, but no.
No, yeah, Saturday can be a problem. But he said they breakfast all day.
Yeah.
But y'all and they ain't open through the week, Tito. So
If you want to bring the barbershop to the week,
now we can bring the barbershop and then we try to
arrange
see
that.
if we can create a live audience there.
Yeah, man,
Like what we did last week.
On a Wednesday, that'd be good.
No problem. We can
Yeah.
break it
Have
up.
something live here and in the back there.
Yeah.
Our crew big, they say they want you want to reunion.
Y'all getting on back by the farm? Have a show?
Make it sound so bad.
Why is y'all?
Why you ain't coming, Carlo?
I come in.
All the flowers can be there, straight through.
come in.
We can sing it all night. We
More-
can sing all the flowers all night.
More than
All night.
More than
All night. We can make it scream all night, kiddo. I mean,
Carlo.
Carlo.
Yeah, that's what Jordan know. More than the flowers. Yeah.
No.
That's the next
Once
level.
we're there, Glory coming there. Once Glory coming there, it can become a Glory environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be something else when we leave. But once we're there, it's Glory.
Yeah. But it's
You
funny.
know?
It's funny. that
Once
you
we
mentioned
leave,
that,
then
Carlo.
y'all can have flowers.
It's funny that you mentioned that because folks been asking me, Rev, so that's by the farm, so you can have alcohol? No,
Good. Thank you very much.
not on Friday.
Good.
Saturday, yeah, not on Friday.
Don't promote Saturday, please.
I mean not Friday coming.
Yeah, Friday coming.
Yeah. Whenever we there, ain't be no alcohol.
No alcohol. And these Christian people are like, okay.
Well, that's another show for another time.
Okay.
Let's support
Barbershop.
Yeah. So anyway, so good. So we encourage you folks, man, to support Friday night. It's gonna be. Listen,
Why are you looking at me, my boy?
let me say this.
Like straight through you. Don't mind me. I'm looking at you. But
That the artists that you see on the card there, you can have a good night of entertainment first. Not just gospel entertainment, but good entertainment. They're good artists. I mean, Chris Project is an amazing project. As Pastor Chris Roberts, his project is an amazing project. Let me just say this while I'm at it, to send, I guess, condolences out to the family of Valencia. I was blown away. I found out just before I came on the show. Valencia was the choir director for Chris's project that was released, I think, a year and a half ago, and she passed earlier today. So we want to send our condolences out to that entire family. She's one of the people who got me excited about choir ministry back about over 30 years ago. Chris did a workshop at Southland Church of God. This would have been about 30-something years ago, and she was teaching one of the songs. And I was always enamored by her gift. And so it's really a shocker to hear that Valencia has gone on to be with the Lord. So I know that one has touched Chris deeply because they were together for a long time, over 30 years. You know Valencia, I'm Rev?
Yeah.
You know Valencia? Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
the whole
man.
cast, I know the whole show.
Yeah.
I know the whole program.
She's an amazing lady. And so we send condolences out to her family. I know her brother Heston, great musician, great pianist, keyboard player. So she came originally from Church of God of Prophecy, and then she was there with Pastor Ricardo Grant in Freeport. So our condolences to that whole gospel music community in Freeport, choir community in Freeport, and here in Nassau, and the Church of God of Prophecy family on Valencia's pass. And that's still surreal to me to believe that she is gone.
Yeah.
But we had some people who didn't transition this year.
Yep.
These last 18 months, man. This has been.
But let me say something. That's sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
The artists that are on the show,
yeah,
they were really handpicked by myself.
Yeah.
The reason why I handpicked these artists is because during the pandemic, these are some of the songs that have been inspirational in bringing me through.
I got you.
You know, in those times when I didn't know I was gonna make it to the next day or to the next hour or the next meal or no job, no this, no that. You know, locked in home, just me and the wife. You know, and I looking at her, she looking at me, and we trying to figure what's going on. But these songs were inspirational in that regard and inspiring me.
I can do this. You know what, Marisha? We ain't do this in a long time. Why don't you one of Chris's songs? Cue Nick of Time.
That's my song. That's my jam.
I figured that's what you're talking about too.
That's my jam.
So it's a really, really nice song.
That's my jam.
Chris did a masterful job. I have said this unapologetically that Chris Roberts is one of my inspirations in choir music. Yeah. I was a little boy in his choir, in his worship choir back in the day, and I was always enamored by his ability to teach songs and direct songs.
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
Well, he has been one of my key inspirations, and I've told him this several times that he. I remember one time when I first had a chance to talk to Chris, I felt like talking to a star.
Yep.
True story. I was like, he was way up there to me.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a time back in the day before he was in the gospel community. Back in the day, when Chris Roberts called a workshop, you're looking at 100, 200 people just say that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, he was the man required in the country.
Yep. I would have back in the day. I would have been the Bethel Baptist and Bethel Baptist choir.
Oh, so exactly. So you know that
Christopher Robertson, like Patrick Smith and those when they go to these workshops, man, they could make 2 tin cans sound like
they were
the heavenly choir.
They were the standard.
You know,
them brothers was the standard.
Man,
you know, and so whenever I always pay homage to what Pastor Chris Roberts. No insult intended at nobody. We have that kind of relationship, but Pastor Chris Roberts, great gift. Let's play that song and then we can come back to see if we can spend 5 minutes talking about what we were going to talk about earlier on today. Put the song on from him. Nick of Time, Chris Roberts.
My grandmother used to say he may not come when you want him, but he's coming on time. I have a name for Jesus, a name that is my own, a name that I can call him whenever I'm alone. This name to me is special, so lovely and sublime. Whenever I'm in need, He is Jehovah Nikotah. He's an on-time God. Yes, He is. Yes, He's an on-time God. Oh, yes, He is. Oh, He's an on-time God. Yes, He is. He's Jehovah Nikotah. You can't make me doubt Him. He's an on-time God. I can't live without Him. He's an on-time God. He's my friend in trouble. He's an on-time God. He'll be there on the double. He's an on-time God. Oh, He's Jehovah Nikotah. Oh, He's Jehovah Nikotah. He is Jehovah Nikotah. He is Jehovah Nikotah. Listen, I need some help with this one. Come on, Pastor Simeon. What do you know about this on-time God?
Now I understand what the old folks used to say. Whenever you're in trouble, He'll surely make a way. He may not come when you want Him, but He'll take His own good time. But no matter when He gets there just in time. You can make me doubt Him. I know too much about Him. He's my friend in trouble. He'll be there on the double. Hey. Oh, yeah. He show up right on time. Yeah. Jehovah in the time. He show up right on time. Yeah, yes He is. Hey, hey, hey.
Serve an on-time God. Jehovah Nikotah. Come on, Pastor Simeon.
Serve an on-time God. Jehovah Nikotah.
Come on, y'all. Help me sing. We serve an on-time God. He is Jehovah Nikotah. He is an on-time God.
If you have not bought the project yet, we encourage you to get the project. It's an amazing project. So Chris will be there live. Pastor Christopher Roberts will be there live. I'm sure he can do that song. Reverend can let him leave and listen
I
to
requested. I told him that's the song I want.
Right. So he's going to be there. It's a wonderful experience. So we're encouraging everybody to be there. Supporting Friday night. Like I'm going to try to come when I'm done.
Actually, I have a surprise. My wife is going to be singing also.
Stop playing.
Yeah.
I know your wife is there.
Yeah.
Go on there.
You had a song played it on my live. You just don't realize that song.
Stop it.
Oh Lord, I want to thank you. And that's me.
All right.
So that's the name of the concert. Oh Lord, I want to thank you. It's going to be a Thanksgiving concert. Thanksgiving Wicked Scrape style. Gospel Wicked Scrape.
I like it. Taking back Black Friday. All right, we make Friday Gospel Friday.
There you go.
So good stuff, man. So thanks, Rev. Rev, you stay up. Let me talk about this. I want change gears now for our last 15 minutes.
Let's go.
So we be clowning about it, right? But I can use you, Carlo, but not from the clowning place because this will be a good segue. This is bothering me. So we hear about Carlo wedding. Brothers there, emotional. You cried. Your brethren them cried at your wedding. Overcome with the moment, all this love in the atmosphere, all this amazing stuff, you know? How, and this is not the case with you, but I've seen that I'm performed a whole lot of weddings. Got some more, plenty lined up. Lord, I get one next weekend. Lined up for the next few weeks. I mean, that's a major part of what I do. Marital counseling, premarital counseling, getting people ready for weddings. And you go to these weddings, you see all this emotions, you see all this love from the brothers, the love from the young ladies. I mean, these amazing atmosphere. With all that, how is it that domestic violence is so prevalent in our country, boy?
Oh, that's one question. You mean you saw that video you saw?
Oh, that's the question you wanted to ask? Yeah, it was sent to me by someone wanted me to go on one of their shows. I just couldn't make the show. But I just on top of this whole conversation of domestic violence, right? I know we can't really ventilate it properly in the short space of time we have. But how when you paint the picture of what happened to Carlo wedding, my wedding, there was a time that we got emotional. I remember Tito's wedding. I mean, you go these amazing experiences, man. I remember being there, we're in there at Faith Temple, and just all this love and atmosphere, all this kind of amazing stuff. How do you go from that to the level of violence that we're seeing in these houses? And let me say this is not a new phenomenon, and that's why we're talking about this. This ain't new.
No.
Cell phones are new. Social media is new. That's what's new. But if you ever have a conversation, I was privileged to work closely with the late, great Donna Nichols. And so I worked with her husband as an engineer, so she was a major figure there at the crisis center. So sitting with her and hearing what's going on a regular basis, Rev. Hearing the women that are being battered. And then she tell me about the cases of some men as well. The same night as our last Wednesday. On last Wednesday, one of the brothers there was a paramedic. And while we were talking about that heinous incident with that brother who rolled over his after he assaulted on the road and then rolled over with that car, that same day he showed me an incident that happened with this brother whose back is torn all the way open, because the female threw acid on him. And he showed me the picture. He ain't know like that. I was like, bro, no, I ain't the one. Like, I can't handle them kind of pictures. I don't do gruesome very well. So I was like, bro,
some people don't do it.
I can't handle it. So I said, no, I can't handle it. I said, what is this? He said, bro, this a man. I couldn't see it because it was just the back. He's a paramedic, and he showed me wide open, raw flesh. You know, but these people, right? These people, when you hear their story, they was like Carlo wedding. You know, figuratively. When you hear the background story, how do we, brethren, how we get there, boy? What I missing, man?
Life is a level of frustration.
Life. Just life is take over.
Level of frustration now. It's almost feel like it's a level of frustration now in the country. And a lot of people just can't resolve their issues. Because it goes from them having a heated conversation to someone doing something that they feel is necessary then for them to give full justice. Because how do you go from rowing to chicken someone in their back? Or throwing acid or hot grits or whatever it is on someone? Those things are heinous, you know.
I can't look at them. So
they don't. I still believe in my heart that these things don't happen overnight.
Sure.
You think it's a build up of it?
It is a build up. It's a build up. It's a build up. It's a build up, and it's a build up. It's like, okay,
I had it up the hill.
I talk to you about this. I talk to you about this. I talk to you about this. I talk to you about this.
Just life, boy.
You ain't stopping. It's like different things.
So you think they understand the consequences when you make this?
No,
because you done
there.
When you decide, right? When she decide that she going to put coolant in his food, right?
Oh, that's malicious right there.
Right. So when you done
that's
concoct that story and bring that to fruition and say I get poisoned them like this, and you get to the point and you don't cook it, you don't put it there, you don't give them to eat, and after you bite it, you feel some type of way, or you don't feel some type of way, you don't get to that point. I don't know, because I've never been in a situation like that. However, I just feel like ain't nobody is wake up and
get
say,
to that point.
I could throw grits on him, I could roll over her, I could stab him, I could stab her, I could slap him, I could slap her, I could push her down the stairs, I could throw him over the railing, I could scotch his car.
You understand?
They impulsive things based on a domino of a stock domino. You know this? It's what he said, it's life. And if you compare life to Jenga, and you keep moving one piece and one piece and one piece, and sometimes that could stand up and have no support beams, and not just there. The frame just there. One blow of wind going the wrong direction, tumble all that down, and that cause what we see: the acid, the rollover, the stabbing, the all the malicious stuff.
But you realize the extent of, I jick Carlo 5 times, and I jick him, and then I turn around and roll over him. You got to almost gone into a
You are
perfection
not.
mode, you know.
You're not there.
Yeah, you got to be
No,
going.
but here's my thing. My thing is, right, we all have gone over the top. I went over the top one time. A brother crossed the line, and I won't go into that story. He crossed the line with my wife. That make you go over the top.
Right.
But even, and this isn't celebrating dance like it's off chain, because I did some things that I won't talk about on radio, concerning that particular young man. As I was doing what I was doing to him, I discovered that he had a knife on him. Not once did I consider, and this I ain't celebrating me because I did some things that day, but not once did I consider, let me take this knife from him.
For you jick you.
No, and juke him.
Right.
Like that, these are, like that line, like to me, that's the point I'll make now. Like, I understand you impulsive and you upset, and I'll tell you off here, but I was livid. I was when and the quick story was on a Sunday. I had just finished christening a baby at my old church. I wasn't pastoring yet, so I'm in coat suit, glasses down, full 3-piece suit. I all clean, and that's when it happened on a Sunday. On a Sunday. The whole church still, I think they just believe when they hear what actually happened, they couldn't believe it. They said, no, boy, not Denzel. No, we know Denzel, no, boy. So I do know that there's that line, right? Mm-hmm. But how the line get so far?
You know what it is? Know what it is, too?
Denzel, you.
I know as a church boy.
It ain't about being a church boy. It's
we program ourselves.
No.
We program ourselves.
Think
about it.
I agree to a certain extent, right? I agree to a certain extent, but here's the difference between what Denzel explaining and what we getting at. What Denzel is explaining is a moment of impulsiveness when he got into protective mode. I am protecting my wife. This guy did something that I did not like, and my impulse put me in a position to punch him up or do whatever. He might have been half my size, so I don't need no knife for him. The anger and the rage I have right now for him, I given him this. But that was an impulsive moment at that time. Very few of these domestic violence situations are impulsive moments. A lot of them happen.
They build up
because of a period of time of built up stuff.
I
would go on a limb and I would say 95% of the domestic violence that goes on in the world, not just in the Bahamas, in the world, is not impulsive.
But guess what, Carlo?
It's a build up of frustration.
But let me tell you what we do, and we don't realize we do it. We speak it on ourselves, Like, for example, dancer might don't necessarily go to that level. But if he's been telling himself, boy, if anybody ever play my wife, I'll kill them, boy.
I see.
And he'll say, no, boy, if anybody, he say let me be rolling, but if anybody ever play my wife, I'll kill them. Now, he ain't no violent person. But what we telling himself all the time, boy, I know what? I can check this boy. I can check this fella up.
Okay.
I can check him up.
But
I can check him up.
All right.
I can do this. I can
so, Tito,
you keep telling yourself this, So now when it happens,
so Tito,
because I got some friends who's coming to the shop and they'll be like, boy, I used this and I used that, boy, and I'll do this and I'll do that. And you programming yourself,
Tito.
Now when the situation happen, you go into beast mode. You then program to go to that level because you've been telling yourself
there's truth to that now.
You've been telling yourself all this time.
See, I ain't disputing that, right? Because I've said it all. So that if anybody like when the situation happened with kids, and I say things like, "Well, listen, if anybody I would,
but you program yourself.
I would do that, and I would do that in Rawson Square, and I'll sit outside the Prime Minister, and then I'll have the plea insanity, right? I say that, right? I say that. I don't know if I say it jokingly or if I say it seriously, but that is something that I say. However, but going back to what you say about Denzel saying let's use the example, say, I'll kill somebody if they mess with my wife. I'll kill somebody if I mess with my wife. But if my wife ain't ever in those situations where she could be messed with, that thought don't really cross your mind. So if you have, that's use a couple that's not in church or of church, and a couple that is of church and in church. Let's use Denzel and Robin, right? So if Denzel and Robin go to church, Denzel is a pastor and all these other things. 9 times out of 10, if they ain't home, they to church. If they in a church, they probably doing dinner or the movies or something like that.
Or they to work.
They don't really go out and about on the norm. Then you have a secular couple that always out and about. You have a wife that sometimes goes with her husband, and a husband that sometimes goes with his wife. And his mind said, hey, listen, my wife could go with her friends, but if somebody bother with my wife, it could be a problem. Because now it's more prevalent that somebody could bother with his wife because she out there all the time in the world, in that world per se. Right. So Denzel might could say that, but that ain't really his reality.
I go spiritual on you.
The person who out there putting themselves in, not say putting themselves in a position, but because of where they go and what they do, it's more is a bigger chance for that to happen for somebody to bother his wife inappropriately.
I understand that.
That's what I mean.
But you realize who the enemy would really attack first. He get more with a Denzel and his wife versus the one who's secular. Because secular, it's expected to happen.
But that was not the argument, though.
But I get what you're saying.
Tito, listen to me.
But that's not the argument, though.
But no, hear what I'm saying to you. But that's why I'm saying going spiritual on you. When you put stuff into the atmosphere, you now give the enemy chance to act on that word because you put it out there. So you be like, oh, that's your pressing button. Okay, that's what I can act on now because you put it out there. You didn't say if this happened, this is what I can do. So now the enemy says, okay, I see what's going on here. And let me say, the enemy is very cunning. You might say Denzel ain't in that situation, but boy, the enemies do some things.
I'm not disputing
and like you say, someone might be crazy. Just walk up to his wife and just decides that he want to touch her or drop all his clothes or drop his clothes and jump on her. That's out of the norm. But the enemy then realize, okay,
I
think you miss what he's saying.
But now what's going to happen is what happened in this situation. His impulsiveness to protect his wife will kick in. But the fact that him thinking that he is going to kill this person, the thought of him killing the person, listen to what I'm saying, Tito.
It depends on what he done said to himself.
But Tito, and this is what I'm saying to you, because, in my opinion, because his family is not a family that goes and do these things, you telling yourself you could kill somebody if they bothered my wife, I killed somebody if they bothered my wife, it ain't gonna be as prevalent to somebody who know
this could happen. Like this could happen today or tomorrow.
We're not saying that it can't happen.
Bloodline. That's another story. Some people have those stuff in their bloodline that is lying dormant that never woken unless something really happened. And you don't know how violent you really could be.
I think both of y'all are making profound points. But one of the things is there are so many in our community that don't have lines.
That's another thing.
On the whole. That there are no lines. I won't do it because I don't know how to listen to the show, but I've had persons who were plotting things in church and they came to me and I was like, you really can do this? Like when they see someone who there was an issue that they had and that person came to church and said, but I can stop them when they get downstairs. And I saying like, but we just...
See, that ain't impulsive. That ain't impulsive. That's premeditated, right?
My point I'm making is that the lines ain't really like that. There's people who don't have no lines. Okay, so it makes it so much easier.
But why?
The point I'm making is that it can make it so much easier if they get in a domestic situation. That's what I'm saying. The person who have no lines, like the brothers them who I've had brothers them at the church and they get in a dispute and you watch it go from 0 to 100 and they're ready to go to grab knife and grab. I say, but the point I'm making is how violent our society is. We are violent. We are more violent than I think we want to acknowledge that there are brothers them that will shed your blood like it ain't nothing. That's the point I'm getting to. That the lines that used to be here, them lines low on the ground now.
So
that's the point I'm making.
What are we discussing? Are we discussing the 0 to 100 and violence in people who violence against people and domestic violence? I think there's a difference.
You missed my point. My point is
you missed the point.
So you said when that person gets into a situation, to a marriage or to a relationship,
right?
That's the mentality they take there.
Exactly. It ain't no line.
It ain't no line. That ain't changed.
That ain't
just married with that
they
concept.
Married with that this violent culture is, man. I think all of us are around the same age in this room. We ain't that far apart. We almost in the same, we in the same generation. We were there to watch the game change.
Mm-hmm.
We were there when I was growing up in karate. It was still rock.
Mm-hmm.
When I was getting the karate back in, I was just by the Latos and I saw my karate trophy, them thing like that. Back in 84, 85, 86, 87, Syndicate come in. It was still rock. It's still. I remember the days when it was conch shell. I remember when it was conch shell.
Yeah,
there was a conch shell phase, and it merged into the rock phase, and people around piece of wood, whatever the case is.
Then it merged in the ball.
And we watched this. We was there.
Yeah, and then remember all at Town Center Mall. We merged in the jucking.
That was a major shift.
And knife, that was like, we were scared. I ain't gonna like, when a fella yuck on a knife, that's at a different level of fear. And then we graduated to Pow pow.
I remember syndicate them when the syndicate was around what? I think I was still in primary school around 86, 87, 88.
You think you only get beat up in gang?
Yeah, you get
And
beat up,
most
you get
boys,
break up.
boys with rock or whatever.
You know, when fight going on, police fire gun up, I shot up in the air.
Everybody frees. Everybody dead.
Yeah, you can't fire no warning
You
shot up in the
fire
air no more.
the police fire shot, they might fire shot right out them. Bam bam.
Right.
Bam, bam.
You know, so we didn't watch, and I ain't that old, but
No.
and I didn't watch. Go ahead.
But then it's sad. One of the incidents that happened right in my neighborhood that I'm from. Actually, right next door to where I grew up.
Right.
And it's amazing that you said what you said about the times we grew up in. Because back in those days, in the 80s and 90s, the same vicinity, when the same situation happened, the big thing was, I come there, grab your clothes and throw it downstairs.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
You get trolled.
That's
Yeah.
a big
And
thing.
you embarrass, you
The
get
whole,
thrown
the
in the
whole
road.
neighborhood like,
You don't allow you troll.
But
you
now
close
we
the
come
road.
down, we come in the Bahamas now where everybody want to cut a movie. Everybody want to be seen. Everybody want to be on this WhatsApp. Everybody
And
want
like
to be,
that's all. That's what it
you know,
is.
they want to cut a movie. You see what I'm saying? It's a spiritual problem, first of all. And then second of all, is the environment. You know, the environment you have yourself in.
And what you come out of.
What you come out of. See, a lot of people, when I tell them that I'm from there, they like, what, you from there? Yeah, I'm from there. Yeah, that's where I'm from. But I chose to do some things. I chose to come out, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
From that environment and choose to do some things that are positive. Many of my classmates, some of them are dead, some of them are in jail, some of them on drugs, because that's what they chose to do. I chose to be a DJ. I chose to be DJ Rap and come out there and do what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? So when I look back at where I'm from, when I drive through there, or I go back to hear my friends and my family, I'm like, okay, this is where I'm from, but this is not who I am. You see what I'm saying? You could choose to be who you want to be, because there's a path set before you. There's good and there's bad. So the environment that you are in, you can become subject to that environment. If you hang around, like if you in a barbershop, we talk, we know each other. Certain things you wouldn't do around barbershop because the environment is not conducive to that.
Right.
But if you come outside a barbershop and you be hanging on the blocks all day, everybody saying, I cut one movie, I can cut one, I can cut one.
You
I can cut one.
honest, you wouldn't go outside and smoke.
You know what I mean? So you waiting to cut your movie. Because you're going to cut his movie, so you want to cut your movie.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you always stop to think, boy, if I cut this movie, like you say, what's the consequences? You ain't thinking right then.
No.
And they always the heat of the moment too, you know. It's just that, hey, I can cut this movie, this girl playing me, but I can do something. I can show the people I ain't playing. And your boy recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Everybody don't cut a movie.
one time ago we used to break a fight, and then we get the movie. We just
Yeah,
start
no,
watching
we
fight.
watching- we
Now
watching-
everyone be the first one to record the
watching.
fight
And post it.
and post it.
And you post it. So it's a spiritual problem, first of all, and then secondly is environment. So you gotta take yourself outside the environment and say, listen, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be that person to cut this movie. You know what I mean? Yeah, if I catch a cheating, everybody can say, okay, we can do this, we can do that, we can do it. But listen, you can start to say, if I catch a cheating, but I ain't cutting the movie, boy. You see what I'm saying?
See, I wondering, and I mean, I have this conversation when I do premarital counseling. I have that conversation. That's a necessary conversation.
See if the person, see if any parties
no,
involved.
we
the
talk
violent.
about what's the line.
Yeah.
We talk about that's a conversation we have in premarital counseling when I do it.
But Denzel, if I come to marriage counseling, right, and you ask me what the line, and I say, listen, I don't believe in that. I don't do that.
No, you're missing me. My line is I talk about what if he cheats.
What are you gonna do?
See, just that. So I know you're saying that, but I understand it's the moment, right? But just the idea of having that conversation, that'll release the pressure a little bit.
Yeah,
trust me.
If pastor asks, say,
it relieves
if he cheat, what
the
you gonna do? You
pressure.
jump up and say, oh, it over. I don't know that. Then you didn't realize already, but without even thinking, his first reaction was, it over. It's done. You then at a point where you can see this brother already.
Yeah.
You almost onto that line already.
As much as you would say that, but in the office, there's a lot of heat there.
Sometimes it's happening.
And it has helped to relieve that pressure and then to have that conversation. Here's something that I say in counseling. It's a true story. I say this every counseling I do, and people say knock on wood. I don't do funerals, I knock on wood. I can meet any one of you brothers in my house with my wife. I meet you all in the act. I'm not leaving my wife. And I say that on radio because I said it in my church, on my pulpit. I've said that in counseling. I can meet any one of y'all brothers here on my wife. I'm not leaving my wife. Because I know that's my Eve, boy. I know my assignment.
I done my wife.
My purpose. My call in life is connected to who she is. all that what I've done, I'm convinced is the woman that God has for me. And watch this. To all of y'all wedding, watch this. To all y'all wedding, no, I want you to listen to this. To all y'all wedding, y'all was waiting for the ref to say this. Let me tell you what wait for the ref to say. Ref said this. Therefore, whom God has joined together,
let no man
put asunder. Hold on. We usually hear that, right, Burrows? And we think we're talking to the people out in the audience. That ain't for the audience.
Not for you.
Because the audience can't break y'all asunder.
Yeah.
Only y'all good.
Only y'all two can break y'all asunder. So when we make this covenant, because marriage in a contract is a covenant. It's a covenant before God. I marry this woman convinced that this is the one that God has reserved for me. And I am convinced that Bishop Denzel, Engineer Denzel, Radio Station Denzel, Pastor Denzel, everything that is Denzel, Daddy Denzel, is as a result of the connection between Denzel and Robin. And I must abort what is to come because of that? No way. Nah, I ain't telling you I ain't gonna break y'all up to pieces. Now one of y'all can come, the helicopter coming for y'all. But I'm not leaving that woman. That's perfect.
Who could break up?
Any one of you.
But you can't break him up. What you can break him up for?
With my wife?
No, man. How you can break him up?
I can break him up.
No, man. You can't do that. You can leave your wife, but you want to break up the man?
Absolutely.
No, you can't do that.
No, you can't tell me what I can't do.
No,
you can't tell me what I can't. You can tell me I shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't do that.
All right.
You shouldn't do that.
You can't do what I can't.
No, but see, that's his rule.
You shouldn't do it.
He ain't leaving.
I
But this
ain't
one
leaving.
rule is, listen, you done fall up.
You got a
You
problem.
can get break up.
But quite
You
obviously,
have
But
a
see,
problem.
but
obviously, he say he don't hit women, right?
Himself, passing the
So he
program.
ain't no
He
woman.
didn't program. This
So-
nigga getting break up no matter what.
He ain't leaving Robin.
He can get break up.
He ain't beating Robin. So
No.
that man can get the beating.
All of it.
And he ain't do nothing wrong.
They don't go in the man.
That's right. Unfortunately, he can get it.
Carlos, hold on, be careful. What
He
you
ain't
mean do
doing
nothing wrong?
He-
If a man come in your house,
Hold on.
a man come in your house,
Hold
he ain't
on.
nothing wrong.
And my house ain't
Hold
necessarily mean my house.
If a man come in your
My
house,
house,
my
my
wife-
house saying
to your wife, bro.
My house
Let
ain't
me
my house.
make sure, Rev, you understand this. My
My
house,
house ain't
like
my
Kiddo
house.
saying, my house ain't just that building.
Exactly.
My house is my wife.
Exactly.
Listen to me.
And so
And
I say that.
Carlos, ain't nothing wrong.
unless
And I say
my
that.
wife getting raped, she give
Bro.
the man
Yeah.
consent.
Oh, no, she get raped.
Just answer the one question, Carlos. Come on, man.
She get raped.
Answer the
No.
question. He ain't nothing wrong.
No.
He ain't nothing wrong.
No.
Because he ain't rape her.
Bro,
No.
Yeah, you
I-
rape her.
whether he rape her,
No.
No.
whether he rape her
That's
or
not what he said.
I
What
didn't
I
say-
say
That's
is,
not
my
what he
wife is
said.
I ain't saying she ain't wrong, you know.
So he got.
I am asking you if the man did nothing wrong.
No.
No.
So only the woman wrong.
Yes.
The only way,
When I go, and
the
that's how
only-
Denzel say.
the
That's how-
only way the man wrong is if he is my friend. If he is my personal friend and he decide to sleep with my wife,
And-
then he
and-
wrong.
And he still ain't wrong. Because when I go on to church, just like Pastor say, I stand up there with him, I stand up there with her. He say, I
Man,
do.
Y'all make
I
a
do.
very wonderful point, and I still go back to my
I
point.
ain't.
I
ain't do
am
nothing
not
wrong.
under no circumstances.
Hey,
Under absolutely
listen,
no circumstances
all I
am I
said,
leaving my wife.
that's fine.
Am I ending my marriage? But that
You
brother,
can't beat that boy.
I will not. I will not kill him.
I haven't beat you.
I will.
I
that
can
means-
help him
that
beat
means
you.
I can need 2 helicopters.
Yeah, because I can't beat you.
Because it'll be you.
Because you
and
can't
him.
beat you beat the man and,
No.
and your wife give him consent.
No, well, whoever that is probably listening now can let you know now. I don't care what happens. If my wife come on to you, you better run. Because I let you know if I find you with problems. I get me and her, we can wait that out, and we can be the church Sunday. I ain't want you miss. We ain't missing no Sunday.
Y'all ain't missing on Sunday.
Whoa,
Y'all up on
no.
the pulpit Sunday, man.
No, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. I got work to do. I got assignment. I got an assignment.
He was a different breed, boy.
No, but that's a necessary.
You strong. You strong. You
No,
strong.
that ain't that strong. No, I
Strong.
know. No, that's purpose. That ain't, that
You
ain't strength.
strong.
What keeps marriage together? Watch this. One
strong.
of the ways we mess up is that we think that marriage is held together by just this love we have one for another. The Bible says in Amos 3:3, how can 2 walk together except they agree? The strength of the marriage is knowing. Jesus says, God says in the beginning, he says, Adam, I'm going to make for you a helpmeet. He defines what marriage is. He didn't say a helpmate. Helpmate means somebody who is under you, helping you. He says, I'll make you a helpmeet. Someone that partners with you to get what I've called you to do in the earth.
But Denzel,
So hold on, let me finish. So that's God's picture of what marriage is, that we work together to get this assignment done that he has for us to do in the earth. That's his picture. When we get married, and we are helpmeets, who's the boss? God is, because he puts us together and has us as helpmeets. We cannot sever that because he's the one who joined that together. Because we are here for his purpose. And when we see it from God's standpoint, then we also realize that, hold on, but how much things I didn't do, how much sleeping around I didn't do on God. And he forgives me. And he says that husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church. See, we get married on the wrong. We don't understand. We get married into.
No, I saying that. But this is what they saying.
And hold on. And when that man asks you a question, all you'll say, I do. But when he read, if he just fight, I will. You agreed. You agreed to her cheating on you.
Listen what I saying.
You agreed on her sleeping out on you. You agreed, and you signed that paper.
You missing the most important part. But you said, you said you didn't say if I find out my wife cheated on me. Right. Or my wife was cheating on me.
Yes.
You say
you go walk in and catch them.
Yes, sir. Boy, you was a serious man.
Yes, sir.
I know my bill like that.
But you
see,
that means
again,
you lie in church.
Hold on. But Pastor, see again, we talking about this now. Pastor has already conditioned his mind.
Absolutely.
So what he's going to accept. That's what I'm trying to show you. He's already conditioned his mind. I told my wife the same thing. She leave me, her, and her sweetheart can be in the same bed. She can't go nowhere.
I made that comment before too, right? But I ain't said it on the premise of what Pastor say.
But you gotta get.
But you all understand the power behind what Pastor said.
He's conditioning his mind. You still ain't understanding that.
I don't know if I can condition like that.
That's the principle of marriage.
The principle of marriage is love my wife and beyond, right?
You understand what I mean?
Right. But I don't.
You don't understand that. You don't understand that. You don't understand that. You know what unconditional means? You need to go home and really sit with that word love unconditionally.
What you all saying? Right?
There's no limit. There's no limit.
What they're saying is a lot, Carlo.
Listen to me. When you say unconditionally,
so what you saying
there's no limit.
What you saying is about
to what you will accept.
So I go on a limb. I don't know the numbers, but I guess you can shoot this number there.
Go for it.
So 63% of marriages that end in divorce, right? They all get married for the wrong reason from the beginning.
I'm one of the most passionate areas that we have in our church is when it comes to premarital counseling, because I believe that the truth of what marriage is being lost in many instances.
Because if you ask me premarital counseling, my answer today is the same thing as it had been 13 years ago. I can't tell you that I can be okay with me catching my wife sleeping with somebody else,
and then I can say to you, "Let's talk." And I can say, and then I can say,
"Call me back. Let's finish this."
No. Then I can say, "Let's postpone this wedding date."
Yeah, because that powerful.
Because I have postponed wedding dates.
But how much?
You hear me?
How much men?
You hear what I say now?
I hear you.
I have postponed wedding dates.
How much
we need
men?
To understand this.
Denzel, how much men you thinking along the terms that you thinking of? It's a difference if you say, "I find out my wife was cheating, did cheat, is cheating," and I say, "You know what? Okay, we talk about it. I try to get past it. Let's try and make this marriage work. Let me know what I do wrong or why I'm to this point or whatever." That's one thing. But walking in your bedroom and catching them in the act is a whole different cup of tea. That the same thing?
You know, so
I walking out too now. I ain't doing nothing.
How much men you think? How much men you think?
Because I walk in and catch it, then I should leave, as you said?
I saying that.
So what you saying?
I ain't saying that.
I think that's your point.
I ain't saying it's a harder pill to swallow.
I ain't say I ain't get tripped, you know. Don't get me wrong. I ain't say I ain't get tripped.
Well, that's a hard pill to swallow.
What I said is I am not leaving my wife.
Okay.
And I say that loud. People say, "Boy, you better knock on what I'm knocking on what?"
It's mind and condition.
I'm not going nowhere.
That's what he accepts.
All right. I ask you a question.
This is my truth.
Out of 10 men.
Yeah.
Out of 10 men.
Yeah.
How many men, Bahamian men, you think can walk in and catch their wife in an act and stay with their wife?
But you know what?
50-50.
I can shock you.
Yes.
Because I have sat. See again. You know the chair I sit in.
Right.
I have sat with men.
And I even sitting in each chair.
Who have said, but I ain't anywhere.
Yeah, I even in each chair. And I would say
50-50 with brothers who said, but I ain't going nowhere.
Don't get me wrong. I don't know what I could do.
That was halfway out the door and looking for a reason to get pushed over there.
I saying I go in.
That's tough to say.
I saying I
but when you so quick to leave,
all I saying is to see that is to see that it's a big pill to swallow.
It is. Yeah. As it should be.
I know that.
No, they ain't easy.
I know God live all, you know. No. That's augmented, but that's a big pill, man. Yeah. As a big people, no coating.
None.
You
A lot
pop,
of
you
people-
pop them little olive oil,
You
you
might
swallow
don't
them
believe
like nothing.
You might don't believe this. A lot of people build different, and I don't want to jump up and talk. If you know, you got some fellas them who could walk up to a fella, shoot him in his head. His brain bursts open. He walk over him, put 2 more. That fella will go home, eat a meal, and rest and sleep better than you sleep. Me and you, that on our mind for the rest of our life. That haunting us.
I knocked down a cat
Some
and I
people-
can't sleep sometimes.
Some people
Talking about
build
a human.
different. That's just the way it is. Some people got like our pastor say he can't see. Fella
Yeah,
with
but
the back open. I can look at that all day. That don't do nothing
They
to me.
also build different because they grow up different.
But that's what, because you
they build
condition your
different.
mind.
Environment again too.
Like you went to believe this, right? Like pastor ain't conditioning mind to see those kind of gruesome stuff.
No.
But a lot of me growing up watching movies, I can watch that because that ain't gonna do nothing to me. But I didn't condition my mind over the years to see those kind of stuff. That ain't gonna do nothing to me.
I know that's something right now.
That's like some people can fool with dead people. I didn't have customers die and they wanted me to cut their hair, and I didn't want to disappoint the family, but that ain't happening.
You never got a dad, but
I almost say something that I didn't want to say. I'm not doing that.
you got to.
No,
That one time you got to do that.
I'm not doing it.
You got to.
I ain't condition. I
You
say
got to
I'm
do
not
that.
doing that.
You got to do that.
I ain't doing it.
You got to.
I ain't
Have to
doing it.
do.
You know. You got to do that.
I ain't doing it.
You got to.
Okay.
You got to. You got to do that. That could be your closure. You
I
got to do
leave the
that.
island, buddy. I ain't doing it.
You got to. But I can't. But you know what Denzel is? I say I don't know what I can do. But
That's how you condition your mind.
That's a big bill. So I condition my mind to say I ain't going nowhere near it. You know, I say I leave, and I said the team.
But you gotta say at all
I
costs.
say me, you, and your little boyfriend can be in the same house. I say because we work too hard to build this house. So y'all can have the room, but I can sleep with you. I sleeping in this house.
But
I ain't.
This ain't no. This ain't, I'm not elevating Denzel. If anybody had a problem, please forgive me. I apologize. Don't hear me as elevating me. That I so safe, I so Christian, I so man of God. I am just really convinced that she is the Eve. That's the thing. See, it ain't like all this work we didn't do and all this, we got this house. No, it's that I'm convinced she is Eve and I know what else I have left to do. So I convinced that. I just convinced that that girl is the one that God has designed for me to fulfill purpose with.
So let me ask you a question.
I can
I can put you on the spot.
Yeah,
You
man.
build on a different level.
I put you on the spot.
Ain't nobody else built
No,
for
that
me.
ain't build though. I think that's just
God
an
give me my
understanding.
You can let her leave you.
My wife built for
Huh?
me and only
You can
me.
let her leave you.
If I can let her leave me,
Yeah.
She can't leave him. You look like you want understanding.
No. Hold on. I mean, she can't leave him.
You ever watch the movie where you go in the woods and you poison everybody, you die together? That's the kind of state that you in. You ain't getting nowhere.
No, listen.
We can't get up.
some can say, let me get can say trust may be so hard to rebuild after that. I totally agree with that. So
But you-
but
you could be
I
that.
am not naive for all that.
But you can be there.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Because we gotta build her back.
Yeah, but I'm saying is suppose
So,
she
but
want to
please-
leave though. Like suppose she want to leave.
I fighting for their life.
You can never sign the papers.
Not me.
You holding
Me?
on.
So
No,
as long as she pack up and she move out, you still married.
Absolutely.
And she living with somebody else.
Absolutely.
But you are still married.
Absolutely.
And you will never
I put
move.
it out there, record this.
And you will never move. But
record this.
you ain't moving
know
on.
what's so
If
crazy?
she is on the earth and life,
She,
and that ain't no, the Bible says don't get divorced. No, that's me, my conviction. No, she come back.
Pastor, you know what's so crazy? You got some
I
fellas
stupid.
and got some
Call me
boys out
stupid.
there. They boys and turn their back on them and curse them and put them in jail. And they wouldn't leave these friends alone. I mean, I don't understand it. Got these friends with them.
Very good, Tito.
Fella then cause you get in trouble, then lie on you, then do all kind of things. You probably take your girlfriend, do all these things. But that's still your boy. And you know what you say? That's my boy till the end. But you quick to jump off on your wife.
And tell us someone.
You know why? Because you ever the one leave. You really committed to that relationship.
he jumping off his wife because somebody else is jumping on her.
You're loyal to your friends and your boys.
I
and
see
you
brothers
say
them
to
do
the end.
time for their boy and they boys
Oh.
in vouch for them.
Oh.
And they come out, they talk but anyway, but you know, things happen. Things happen.
Well, you gotta be.
But you walk away from your wife, that's
like
supposed
that.
to be destiny? Purpose? See, do we see our wives as destiny and purpose though? That's the question. Or do we see it as, I love this woman, but she off chain, but she's so nice to me and my this and that and that. Boy, she's amazing, but she make me feel so good. Take care of my chair and she keep the house and boy, she had a good job and she's a nice person and boy, we
That's
this and
your
that.
maid.
See,
That's how you see her.
we live in that reality.
Yeah.
That little space right there, that's what our wife represents to us. Do we see her as destiny, purpose? As partner for me to be all the Garfield Burroughs God has called me to be. For me to be all the Carla Ramsey, all the Emil Sweeten, all the Tito Battle, all the Denzel I've been called to be is with the partnership of that woman. Are we convinced of that? The Bible says the two become one flesh. How do you separate one flesh?
I got you. I got you.
That's the principle.
But I can be honest with you, though,
So we play
boss.
the outro music and we say, to
So I can be.
continue.
I'll be honest with
That's
you.
the principle.
Ain't much marriage counseling or before marriage counseling going through all that.
No. I think that's why we're so I'm really, really
You see?
how long we've been saying in my office that I can offload marriage counseling to other ministers in the church. I ain't do it yet because this really like a passion I believe from God that I have for this. To like, and what I doing here, you ask any couple from our church who online right now, they tell you I go through all of this. We spend time digging this up.
But that's good, Pastor.
So he was fine this time.
So weird. That's how we treat business, Like when you running numbers, when you running numbers in business, you always go with worst case scenarios. What if this happened? If this happened, what are we gonna do? That's the same way you're gonna treat marriage. Like you run all the numbers.
You're running numbers,
and you do worst case scenario. We want to do it in everything else, but you want to do it in the marriage.
Yeah, but you all right, and
we don't look at it like that.
Yeah, but to be fair, you ain't really.
That's
so
a big,
listen, you
that's
ain't
a life investment.
But you do worst case scenario before you get married?
I was young. I ain't get a chance to do too much damage. I get my remember now. I get married 21.
Yeah, but you didn't do
I
it.
didn't listen, when you 21, you didn't even turn over good yet.
Yeah, but you see.
You ever play knuckles?
That's what I said.
And you still dealing? I was still in the dealing process. I ain't even get to look at my hand.
We got two brothers in our church. Like I won't call their names for the sake of protecting them. Two brothers, members of our church. They had a death hit on one another. Remember two brothers?
Mm-hmm.
Had a death hit on one another. They didn't attempt to kill one another. Now they's brethren. They literally didn't attempt. They didn't fire a gun at one. They didn't shoot one another. Now they's brethren in church. And let me hit this since we on Glory 93.9 in church. In church, God caused them to forgive one another, and now they's brethren. And you cry at your wedding with this woman, you tell me now you can't, I know you. I'm saying, but all this emotion you said, well, I know you. But some of you went see all this emotion, all this love like that. Them brothers ain't had that kind of love for one another. But they brethren in church on street meeting together, walking up and down on the road together, winning brothers to the kingdom together, and they had death hit on one another. And you telling me now, this woman who you say you love, we can't wait this out?
Boy, say how much bones, but turn, take my life. That's a different level.
They tried to take it. They told
don't coming back from that.
They told the story as they had hit out on one another. Two brothers. We got to see you straight, by the way. Our church ain't no joke.
One nigga life is get plugged, but life is get plugged.
But God is good to us.
Life is get plugged.
And we ain't shame our operation.
Dollars get plugged.
We ain't shame our operation.
Plug, boy.
You know, and Rev's be all the time. So Rev now we go. Major operation. Yeah. So I think we need to have these kind of conversations. We need.
That's the problem, though. That's
a deep.
When you going through it, where you could turn.
That's the problem.
Realistically, where you could turn.
Most men don't open up nowhere.
So listen. All right. So I going through it, and we ain't going through it, but let's say
hypothetically,
right?
Me and my wife going through it.
I really want to talk to you outside.
Right.
So
don't talk, you don't like to be counseled.
See, this is my. So this is my.
That's
what I say.
That's the way to jump out.
Me and her going through it.
You got to stop.
Like going through it. I can't go to my pastor because I know my pastor cool with DJ Rev. You know them two. They going through it, boy.
Right.
I need to hear that back in the church.
Right.
So I also need a confidence that I could, okay, if I talk to Carlo, I know I ain't hear this no more. Like, but I also know he can give me sound advice. He ain't gonna be the one. I need a woman, man.
And then I think there's a role of the pastor to create that we must have like that level of confidence in our spiritual leader. Because one of the things we say in counseling is one of the reasons that we encourage people to do counseling is for that one purpose.
Yeah, but see,
that if life happens, that you have this person. Because one of the things I also encourage, I've known of scenarios where persons have called me, both in the case male and female have called me, where they say, boy, I find out I got evidence they having an affair on me. I get into my ma, or I get into her ma, whatever the case is. I say, listen to me, pull that car on side of the road. Pull that car on side of the road. If I need to give you some money to go in a hotel for one night, I'll do that. If you want travel, I will give you some money for you to travel. Whatever you do, don't go to your ma.
You're going to your help.
Don't go to Don't go to Hima.
Yeah.
Don't go to your daddy. Don't you go nowhere. Get up out of here. Go breathe. Go do whatever you do, and then come back. Let us talk because you've allowed me. You've given me access to your marriage. I got you. Bring her or bring him. Let's talk. That's the role. That's part of what the role. Whenever I commit to premarital counseling, I commit for you for the ride.
So
that door got to be open so you can know that. Listen,
so
I can give
you.
Right.
Let me give you, and I'll be open and honest. There's only two people. If me and my wife is to go through it, only two people I'll go to. And that's real talk. Like I ain't going to sit in any and everybody office and be like, yeah. Huh?
No, nobody coming to see you.
No, bro. Look at that statement there from my good. Look at this.
All the stop fighting they gave you assistant pastor though. Only gave me deacon, but but take my word, life will only get better. Don't fight life.
Don't fight life, senior man. Thank you, Deacon Ken. And you as a pastor, you come on, man, seven up.
You was a petty human, again. You was a petty, but
you got put all the way in front of me. You know, but even pastor. But then, you didn't go nobody. No pastor.
Let's be transparent for a brief moment.
You right? I ready to end the show now. I said, see, Carlo go now. You haven't talk to me enough long talk now, but then we'll sit praise worship.
That's right.
I ain't watching him.
Yeah, he will talk now. I ready to go. I tired. I was up to 12 and 5. I had to do prayer this morning.
I saw it come across from my phone.
Gotcha. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, I saw it.
All right. Thanks.
But what I say this. Not in your words.
Yeah.
Not hyping you up or
sure.
Highlighting you.
Sure.
All pastors' mindset aren't the same.
Yeah.
All pastors' mind, the way that they teach aren't the same. Their beliefs their beliefs in the Bible supposed to be the same, but their beliefs in marriage might not be the same because they might interpret what you interpret from the Bible a totally different way.
Absolutely.
Right? So you saying that, hey, you counsel us, you marry us, you in for the long haul. You may be few of many. You mightn't be all.
I totally accept that.
Right? So what Garfield said, hold some water. Not everybody has somebody competent and comfortable and trustworthy that they can go to.
Right.
And then you don't even know what you could get from them. No, and on both sides. Like he could come to me if he was going through it and he said, but I tell this woman, come home and cook. And it's been a month she ain't cook. And I can say, and you still there?
Right.
You still there?
Right.
No, man, you gotta leave.
Yeah.
And you say, come, I say, because my house, she gotta cook twice a day.
Right.
Lunch and dinner or breakfast and dinner, whatever I want, she gotta fix.
So
and if she don't do that, it's a problem. But that's the way my marriage set up, and that's the way it works. And I ain't saying it right.
Yeah,
but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the way his marriage set up.
And let me just use that same setup you use. I saw I cut you off, but I gotta say this so I can make sure you put it in context. There was a topic that a TV station called me to sit in the studio for this week. And I called another pastor. I told them, I said, no man, I ain't gonna do it. Call this pastor.
You was turning on plenty gigs, boy.
And I turned on because I know my strength. And I said, this brother.
Just smacking in the mic, boy.
This brother is stronger in this area. So I told the person, I said, as much as I'm honored to sit down with you for 15 minutes on TV, on national TV, call this brother right here. He's more gifted in that area. Why I say that? I am not elevating Pastor Denzel because of what I meant, but the counseling thing. All of us have the same gifting. I really believe I'm called for that area. Most people know me singing this and that, but my members will tell you the most passionate area for me is relationship. Like I feel like God has given me. Yeah, I would put that thing down. Yeah,
yeah, man.
Please. One of my most passionate.
We get 2 more minutes, man.
One of my most passionate areas when it comes to marriage, and I believe God has gifted me in that area. So I ain't gonna talk down on any pastor because they don't do what I do or function I do, because that's an area that I got a gift in. And other pastors give in other areas. So I just want to make sure nobody hears and say, oh, you're a pastor and says do for members. You don't do it for us. No, that's a gift that I have.
But no, but yeah, no,
and dying for every pastor.
And now I am blind either.
Right. I know, but that's what make sure clear that up.
Even if
people don't get the wrong message.
I mean, strength or no strength, right? I mean, there should still be some level of uniformity, or if that's the word I use.
Let me add another point there. I have had a couple that I sent another pastor. I've actually had 2-3 couples that I sent another pastor. Members of my church. I say, you know what? Call this pastor over here. I have had somebody dealing with right now. I sent them to call another pastor. So it ain't. So I definitely know this ain't the seed of all wisdom, the seed of all. I know that this one, this little too big for me.
I got one hard one for you. This one, I know you can be hard for you to answer. So yeah.
Oh, that question. Let the gentleman, let the guest speak first.
No, I was going to make the same point that Pastor Tenson made.
Don't forget the question now.
Oh, in the question.
No, I mean him.
It's the same point. I've seen where pastors had couples who they sent to other pastors for counseling because they didn't know how to counsel them.
Sure.
Every pastor cannot counsel. Every pastor is supposed to be a counselor, but they're not. So
I don't even say suppose. They may not have the strength. They may not be that strength.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That may not be
their strength. Their strength is they know their weakness.
Hey, I cannot counsel. Let me send you to somebody else who can counsel.
That's a strength.
So
their strength is they know their weakness. Some pastors don't have no.
Is important.
Some pastors feel like they don't have no weakness. That's the problem.
And I wouldn't even say not that they don't have no weakness, but just my member. I can't send my member to. Okay, I'll use me. I can't send my good Catholic member to life, and then when I look, he ain't coming back to the Catholic no more. He the life.
I think that speaks to a fault in us as humans. We had a pastor the other day. The pastor said to me, he's a Baptist pastor. He said, "Boy, his member was convinced some years ago. His member was convinced they had a demon." He said, "But I ain't know how to cast with no demon." So he sent them to Rodney Roberts 5 watches. He sent his member there. Say they was convinced they had a demon. He said, "But I ain't sure." He said, "I ain't sure they had a demon." Yeah. But what I know for sure, if they do have a demon, they say where is jam. So listen, he said he got on the phone, say, Bishop Roberts, I sent in so and so to UA. They on the way right now. And you know what he say? Send them on down. That's what you gotta know. He said,
that's how it should be though.
I see the man say we rocking and rolling, and it is what it is because we only sheep, we only shepherds over the body.
Put 5 bunches.
Oh, you don't know that?
Oh, you don't know?
Oh no, man!
So,
the late Roddy Roberts, no boy, you get them demons, get them down there.
So, Pastor, that one was an easy one for you.
Go ahead.
What do you say? No man should put asunder to abusive relationship. Someone who's being abused.
All right, quote the whole text.
Which one?
That's the same one you said. You go to the end of the text.
No, I go because we like to go to the end.
Text the beginning of the text.
What God put together.
What God put together.
Okay.
So I say to you again, a lot of people.
Listen, man, you was earlier. This man say
no
reason for divorce.
No. I've heard a lot of people say.
You missed the point now, Carlo.
I heard a lot of people say.
You let me finish, but go ahead.
If you're in an abusive relationship, you need to get out there. Or an abusive marriage, you should get out there because a lot of time a woman might be getting abused not only verbally but physically. What do you say to that? See, because it's easy to jump up and say to go to the easy one where, oh, he cheat on me, she cheat on me. What about if you and they're getting physically abused and verbally abused?
You're asking me.
I just saying what the pound says about this.
I can say this again. Let's go to that. The first scenario, we focus on the back end of the text. Let no man put us under. That scenario, we need to focus on the front end of the text. Therefore, whom God has put together.
So go ahead and put that group together.
Let me finish talking. Let me answer you. Therefore, whom God has joined together. And there are persons who come before me with the infidelity. Persons have come before me with we fallen out of love. And one has come before me with physical abuse. Now, with the physical abuse, my response right away is, you need to get out of that house. Get a divorce? I said, no, I didn't say get a divorce. You need to get out of that house.
See, you got to speak that clearly now.
I made that very clear.
Yeah, but you don't get out of the house.
Get out of that house.
Now,
here is what I say as you get out of the house. You need to get out of the house. You need to recalculate, put it together. And now you need to ask this question. Did God put us together? See, getting before, this is why I can get in trouble now, and I'm trying to go home, I died. Getting before a rev and getting married, that don't mean God joined you together. And people, they don't like to hear that part, but that is truth.
Or because you save and I save.
That don't mean God joined you together. We being before Rev, the one that we know is Rev joined you all together. Now we sure that.
Yeah.
That's the only we sure of.
Don't blame that on God.
Don't be careful putting that on God. Rev put you all together. You see?
So I wonder how do you tell? How can you determine what it is?
See, I ain't you. You is y'all two who get married. Y'all need to be before God, and that's why the Bible says y'all open your wedding. As at a wedding, open. Marriage is a I can't remember the words. And it's not to be entered in lightly,
right?
unadvisedly. We say these things y'all are saying, though. Y'all
Yeah,
say,
but
all
you
y'all say
don't
these things,
listen to-
but you don't listen to what you say.
There's fast
See,
one
a
apart.
part of you coming together, I ask this question. See, again, I just ask this. I don't ask this in the code. I have a little diagram I just do, and I just ask this question. Did God put this together? Why are you before me?
So
Because you ain't gonna put this on me.
And say,
I say because then because usually they say, well, Pastor, what you think? I said, no, I married Robin. What I think Robin's my woman of God. I saw that.
All right.
So I'm a pastor. I know JP and no marriage. I know I'm a pastor. My job is to make sure I do this in the kingdom way.
So
Okay. Peter say he had a.
you trying to find out, right?
blue.
You trying to find out if let's say the God put me and my wife.
Let me. I want to make a case though. I know of 3 instances of a lady. 3 different cases. Ladies was getting beat black and blue, and they was convinced God put them together. And now 1 instance, the 2 of them serving as pastors. Dude used to beat her black and blue, and she was convinced God did it, and she stayed. You know, another instance where a pastor told a lady to stay, and the boy shoot her, kill her. So I know of both scenarios. I've known of the abuse leading to restoration, and I've known of the abuse leading to death. So that's why, again, that's a question that I will not. Now, if the Lord speaks to me and I feel led of God to say this is not of God, I would say it. I have no problem saying that. If I feel led of God, outside of that, I say, listen.
Hold on. What you mean?
If I feel led of God that this right here, there's abuse, whatever, and the Lord says shut that down, I'll say it.
Oh, okay.
I would tell them straight up.
So,
but if I don't have that leading, I would say, listen, you need to take it. You need to separate. You need to separate, and you need to be prayerful about this and really ask the question: is this what God is saying? And then again, talk to do it.
So, Pastor, if you get up in a pre-marriage, and God say, just saying this, you can tell a couple that.
Yes, sir. I have.
That's his job. You gotta tell him that.
I have.
And you know this often happen.
I have had Wednesday.
They probably leave from him and go to another pastor.
I've had members that I have not married. Members. Let me type in church attendant members that I have not married because you can't pay me or buy me. When you stand before me, I am saying that I'm God's representative and I am doing this as under the Lord. And if he is speaking to me and saying no, I must do it because he's a good member. Yeah. No, man.
But hold on, if you feel, or if you get the sign that, hey, listen, glasses and phone ain't supposed to be together. Right?
Yeah.
But phone and glasses feel like God tell them they supposed to be together.
Yeah.
So who are you to say, hey, listen, I getting one thing and they getting the next?
We want to make sure you know
I am.
the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Oh, sorry. We say well over time that's our preset show. Sorry, Marisha.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah, that's our preset show.
Lots of time going.
The Bible says, he that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin.
Right.
So to me, I have a conviction.
To say it.
I have a conviction. I'm not going, and if I'm convicted that this is not supposed to happen, I'm not going to do it. And if you say that now, I have never get in my office this and that. All the persons that I have not married, we are still tight. They still call me for prayer. So come to me. Some of them still part of the church.
They still ain't married though.
No, they got married. Somebody else.
Yeah. What a time.
Yeah, I mean, my job is still to pastor you. I still your pastor. I ain't changing that. But I was telling you now, and they know where I stand. I say that when I do new members class. So when you join, you will know that the new members class.
No what?
That I said that not because you members church means that I have to marry you.
I didn't marry.
No, but I just saying. I said I'm gonna stuff.
You've been saying invitation is now you just put on you.
I haven't said you had say. I say that married.
He did, yeah.
So I glad that you accept. The only difference is you didn't married.
I can watch life on Facebook.
Boy, I see your quest. You on this popcorn bag, boy. You just put it right in the mic, man.
So that's a little sound effect, you know. What do you even call that sound effect?
Interruption.
Listen, I see your powerful question, Donnie. I can't do this now. We can do this.
That's your question. That's your question, though.
Go ahead, Carlo, read it.
So if the answer to this is if God put you together is no, should the courts be the next step? Because there are only up to 3.5 billion chance in the one that you are the one. Because the only one is correct. What?
There's only one correct. Listen, let me say this. That we have seen. Let's give it. I like the hype. Get the hype behind the Bible.
You had to say, I'm glad you put it like that.
Oh, absolutely. I hide behind the Bible. I
Okay.
hide behind the Bible. That's what you're supposed to do. Is hide behind the Word of God.
Let's do it quick.
There have been.
Let's do it quick for Mara producer.
There was a case where Jacob lied to his father.
Mm-hmm.
Tell a bold-faced lie. His mother corroborated the lie.
Mm-hmm.
And in the midst of that scenario, the purpose of God was fulfilled.
Wow.
That even though they lied, the purpose of God was fulfilled. Abraham lied to Abimelech and said, Sarah's my sister, she ain't my wife.
Mm-hmm.
He lied. God said to Abimelech, wait, you better give that man his wife back. Abimelech said, but he said this in your wife. He said, give that man his wife back. He's a prophet of God. He's my man. Give him his wife back. God covered Abraham. And guess what? Abimelech ended up giving Abraham money. He paid him, give me wife, said, but get out of my country. So he left there blessed from lying. The love of God is amazing. The grace of God is amazing. That you could be doing something that you missed. Because I've missed the will of God. I've missed the will of God plenty in my life. As a preacher, preaching and be like, mother, I was off. And I've watched God do that same thing, bring it back around. And somehow, Romans 8:28 happens. And we know all things work together for good to them that love God. That is find a way to turn the thing around for the good. So even that one that they were not joined together, they should have not been joined together by every extent. How you say that they should have not been joined together? Number one, the Bible says you should not be unequally yoked with an unbeliever. You're a believer, they're an unbeliever, and you're getting married. So we know you by the Bible, you're wrong. Yeah. God has to take that, his grace off the chain. That he wrap that thing around, and you'd be like, well, mother, white, they was totally against the Bible. But look how their marriage flourishing now. God bad like that.
Just drop your headphones.
I watched that on the mountain and the pastor.
Yeah,
I watched that on the mountain and the
pastor. It's so crazy the day in the gym.
That's good.
I do devotion. The gym is my devotion place. I go to the gym every day. People say, well, you pastor, you go to the gym every day, all so long in the gym. That's my time of refreshing. That's my time of prayer. That's my time of prayer. That's my time of word. That's my time of meditation.
All day.
In the gym. That's me. When I got to preach and I ain't sure where direction I go in, you go to the gym. I just go to the gym. Ask my staff here. Ask Marisha. Ask them. They tell you. When they see me get preached, if I got to preach somewhere that night and I ain't get nothing, I go into the gym. In the gym today, I was listening to the story of Smith Wigglesworth. Y'all may know that name. This dude is one of the greatest healing evangelists ever. But like, there are cases of dead people he raised back to life. He was just a beast when it comes to healing ministry. I never heard the story till today. Today I heard the story that his wife was leaving out to say again to church. He says, woman, you don't get no church. I say, babe, I get in the church. He wasn't saved then. Mm-hmm. He's a hellion. He used to I don't know if he's an abuser, but he said, you ain't getting, if you go to church tonight, you ain't coming in this house. She went to church. Dude locked the door. Did not open the door. She sat on the porch next to the door and fell asleep. And slept there till morning. When dude got up to get the paper, she fell inside the house. Because she was knocked out sleeping. When she fell inside, she said, oh, good morning, babe. You want breakfast? And she went inside cooking breakfast. That dude ended up becoming the greatest evangelist of the early 1900s. That unsaved dude with that woman who he makes sleep outside because she going to church. We don't even know his wife, but we know him. God bad like that, boy. He pull that whole thing together. Play the music, Marisha.
Good night, all.
Damien say congratulations, Carlos.
Good night, all. Good night, everybody.
Congratulations on what, Damien?
The 13 years.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'd love to drink it.
One more time. I'm Rev. Give him the event one more time.
26th, this Friday. Gospel Raking the Scrape. Oh Lord, well, thank you.
What a number to call if they want information on how to get there.
454-5122.
454-5122. DJ number. Rev, you can text him. It's gonna be an amazing event. You have a commercial? You have a commercial that we running or just this flyer? Yep. There's a commercial? Okay, we run the commercial. We run the ads between now and Friday. Supporting Rev. Rev is a great support of our ministry, so we can give him double time. We're going to be playing this all for the next 48 hours. Please support the event.
Congratulations to Damien. Damien celebrate 30 in the week before me.
Look at what Juliet did with your wife.
God, what you talking about?
Your wife.
Why you talking about me?
She said to put up with you.
Julian, listen, don't do that. Don't do that. Well, what a time. That's what you say with me?
She's just a mighty woman of God. Call your wife, government name on radio so we can celebrate her too, man.
Deandra Ramsey.
Deandra Ramsey. We celebrate that mighty woman. She's a woman called of God. 13 years. Glory to God. We pray for you daily, my dear. We pray for you daily.
For sure, it's a very human being. Uncanny in the same box.
Or she didn't meet, you didn't meet, or your man split because with. That's all right. Let's give it to Carlo.
Oh yeah, see that?
No, I want. Okay.
Yeah,
I want. No man, y'all shouldn't put that man. I want to be. I want to be Carlo.
I can say no. She was meeting me.
I wanted to be
a
Carlo.
woman who sleep outside, go and fix breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she did. I used to buy she and boys in her man.
She was great. That's it. All right. I bad.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. God bless you all, everybody. Have a blessed night. We going.
We get ready. Listen, we get ready to go out to the farm. November 26th. We get ready to take gospel to the farm.
Join us November 26th at the farm for the gospel concert of the year. Oh Lord, I want to thank you.
This man can be there.
Whenever I'm alone.
Apostle Roberts. Oh!
He's an on-time God.
$20 entry with a free food punch at the farm on the 26th. Hey, hold on.
Christian Massive.
Hey, it's man can be to the concert on 26th November at the farm.
Oh, Slim Cadet and his praise team.
November 26th. Bishop Lawrence Roll.
From 7 to 11 p.m., Gospel Rake and Scrape, November 26th. HM Entertainment and DJ Rev presents. All COVID protocols will be enforced.